stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chant in shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry up across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding to chase the ripples of reality's codes and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right. Welcome on in. I will not be pushing anything on my mouse until I'm done talking to you people here on stream. Because last week, of course, session 1 got totally fucked up with the intro. But anyways, welcome to Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant, session 2. My apologies for the nasally voice today. I am not feeling well. So, yay, head cold. Yeah, let's go ahead and just dive straight into the group and get this thing going. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So, welcome to session 2. I apologize for the nasaliness. I have a head cold that I am currently fighting, and it fucking sucks. So, I'm going to power through it, though. All right. Session recap. Session 1 recap. So, Session 1, Novus the 24th, 4253 PFH at 11:30 a.m. So the group arrives in Willow Hollow and meets with Mistress Rosanna's proxy, Cornelius Fenbrush. After the group was introduced to one another, they were given information on an odd ailment that was suddenly striking residents in the city, causing them to seemingly go berserk. The group was tasked with either finding a live subject that could be studied or finding legitimate information regarding the source, cause, etc. of said ailment. The group then began their search, first at the Temple of Celestian, before speaking with a couple of guardsmen near the Guardsman HQ in Willow Hollow, and finally visiting the Eternal the Eternal Grove Tavern, where they met an adorable young Rosa, which I did not have for you last week, but I do have a picture of her now for you. It's a little on the hyper-realistic side, but There you go. There's cute little Rosa. Ain't nothing but a tavern maid.
I like her.
Yeah.
She looks just as awkward as when we walked out.
Oh, you made it awkward when you walked out.
He made it awkward when he walked in.
You made it awkward when he was sitting there.
That's fair.
Don't
That's fair.
pretend like it's
Awkward
just
all the
me.
time.
Well, it was
It
just
was
you.
awkward.
It was definitely awkward because Kana specifically said, "Bye, Rose." She said, "It's Rosa." He said, "I know."
I know. I forgot her name in reality, but didn't want to say it.
Oh, well. Hey, take notes. That's just not the
I
Lucy
did.
way. Oh, did you? That's even fucking worse. All right.
I thought I had it, though.
That's okay. It is what it is. Made for a fun moment. Okay, so yeah, that's all I've got for notes. I'm going to try to keep this... I say it in the beginning. I'm going to try to keep this campaign's notes very simple, to the point, and factual every single session, but we'll see how it goes and what you crazy bastards get yourselves into. So, where we last left off was you guys exiting the tavern. You guys were exiting the Eternal Grove Tavern and heading back out into the greater city. So, let me go ahead and swap you over to that. Okay, so you guys head back into the... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't ask. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, any clarifications? Correction, I'm not taking concerns. Don't say anything, Amelia.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What time is it currently?
That's a great question. So, give me one moment here. It was in the notes I just had up that I very happily shut as soon as I was finished. All right, so it is Novus the 24th, 42:53 PFH. Same day, but it is 3:30 p.m.
That was my question, son.
Same.
Okay. Damn, all those questions I would have answered if I would have just not shut my notes as fast as I did. Okay.
Have you shut them again? Because I've got another question.
I've read everything on the page now. That's all you get. I can tell you there's a few empty
enough.
bullet points waiting for things to happen.
Nope, I think I'm good then.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys head back out into the greater wilds of Willow Hollow. What are you doing?
Payne is dancing on his tippy toes. Guys. I was watching the druid play with his acorns, and I had a thought. What if on the inside of the acorns, there's the metal acorns, there was real acorns? So, like, what if on the inside of the people, the infected people, there's acorns? No,
He's such a
not
child.
wait, no. And he slaps his face, and you see him get super serious, the most serious you've seen Payne. And he goes, so what if the people are still people on their inside? We need to save them.
That?
But what about you think they have acorns inside them? Is that where we're going? Where we going
It's
with
a
that?
metaphor.
But, well, yeah. I mean, I do agree. We need to save these people. It's the best we can. But sorry, you lost me a little bit on the acorn part. I got a little bit taken aback by you saying you watching the druid play with his acorns. I thought you were talking about his testicles.
Yeah, my brain went in a lot of different directions when you were going through that thought process, but it landed in a good spot.
To clarify, you're just saying that you don't think that the berserk state is a point of no return, and we need to find a way to bring them back?
I think it's a possibility. Like, in the stories that I read where I grew up, there were battle ragers, and they would drink this stuff. I don't know what it was, but they would go crazy. They would go berserk, and you just got out of their way, and you were like, and they were like, just like destroyed the enemy. So I thought, well, maybe they're like acorns. No, they're like You know what I mean.
Oh, he's playing such an innocent character. I cannot wait to break his
So they
spirit.
could
the
be
Battle Rager
they could
part,
be
but-
still themselves on the inside, but not on the outside like the Battle Ragers.
That makes
I
sense.
I entirely agree with that sentiment that they're not themselves, and there's something affecting them for sure. Yeah. Hopefully, we can find whatever the cure may be.
When the people drank that stuff, was there anything else they could drink to undo that effect? That might be a good place for us to start.
It's a good thought. I don't know.
Was
I
it
don't know.
possibly? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all picked up on this at all, but Rosa mentioned that their eyes had turned blood red. One of the people in the tavern, their eyes had turned blood red, and she said they were speaking a different language, something like abyssal maybe, or infernal, some along those lines. She wasn't entirely sure. Any of y'all speak that language?
I don't. I'd like to.
No.
No. That would be like they're possessed then, like a demon possession.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. as well.
Maybe they do have acorns inside of them, but they're the
Exactly.
shape of demons.
Perhaps
kinda nut.
we'd like to set the
Take an
nuts
inspiration,
metaphors
goddammit, Kevin.
to one side for now. I think that might muddy the waters a little.
I also think it's the dumbest analogy we've ever come up with. Anyway, it's also the first, actually.
It's
I was
early,
gonna
yeah.
say that. So, do we want to stop at the? I think it's worth stopping at the Temple of Ilona because they've had a lot come through there, and we were told that we could have. What was the exact phrasing? We could have. Hold on.
With the contract where we can have access to resources of the town as long as we're respectful.
Yes, we can't break the law. So that's why I asked the guards if it was against the law. They're not involved in this, so it's possible we might be able to say, hey, we're doing an investigation, and they will let us in. Worst case is they turn us away and we get a few extra 100 steps today.
Well, where we know that we're likely to want to visit as close to the source as possible, which would be the slums. It's such a way to describe a portion of the town. But the slums, the Temple of Ilona, the Temple of Krellin Lorathian, are there
Seems
other
like-
areas we should visit?
Rosa mentioned the Thornell.
The Thornell Estate, yes. It is over on that side, in the Wood Elven district. So we can hit that up when we're over there.
You know the town better than any of us. What's the best path to take?
Well, if we're gonna hit the temples, we start with the Temple of Ilona, and then Temple of Krellian, and then all the way over to the slums. That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. Before we go, we had mentioned earlier about seeing a shooting star in the sky and then breaking up into pieces. Did y'all not see that on the road or during your time, past couple days?
But I've seen that here. I've seen it here. The guards saw it.
If you had seen it, it was sent to you prior to the first game in the
Okay.
prep notes.
Got it.
It was very select individuals.
Got it. I was studying. I spend a lot of time in libraries, so. And don't even count on Kanas because he was probably sleeping.
Yeah, she's probably right.
There was this thing with some goblins, but I'm gonna say no.
As much as we spend more than a little time looking to the stars, I hadn't seen it. I heard there was some sort of celestial occurrence for lack of a better
Yay,
word.
everybody using their notes that I
With
gave to them
the
before we
Ascendant.
started. I'm so happy.
Didn't they say one of them landed like in the west near the slums area?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Yeah, so he said there was a big fireball that crashed somewhere nearby. There was a green fireball that broke into 3 pieces, and his mom was screaming in the night, and then somebody else was screaming because he was naked. But he did say it crashed to the west.
Well, we've now heard of 3 fragments potentially. One far to the north, one far to the east, and then the one here. Just kind of trails off.
If we can find out where the people who have been afflicted were from, that might give us a hint. Because if it has to do with that weird fireball in the sky, we know that the Thornell estate is to the west.
Right, and the slums are also towards
Right.
the
So if
southwest, but still.
we can find out, if north and east were, if people were from the north and east, we might be onto something.
Well, those are outside of town for that. Just the fragment here suggests this is far larger than just within Willow Hollow.
If it has anything to do
I
with
don't
it
want
at
us
all.
to get distracted too far either. The immediate concern would be the slums, but I am all for going to the temples and making sure we go into this prepared. I just don't want to get distracted by the farther away things.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
I
But
absolutely agree. Yeah.
if the opportunity to come upon it and study it arises, then I would very much like to do that.
Okay, yeah, just wanted to check to see if y'all seen that. To the temple of Alona?
Alona, yep. And I'll lead them to the temple.
As we're walking, Amelia's going to. This is something that's a less than pleasant thing to ask, but if we're investigating the sickness, there's the chance that it's going to get uncomfortably close. Are any of you particularly proficient in combat that we should be aware of in case your eyes turn red and you start babbling in infernal, abyssal, or the like? I don't have a shiv I would pull, but I do have my blade and my spears, and she touches each in turn.
I've seen my share of combat. Are you concerned that? Are you concerned that the ones who do know combat are going to be easier at destroying each other, or are you saying? What
I think she's trying to figure out who she can take down and who she can't.
In case we go berserk.
She kind of blanches a little bit. No, that's not. Well, I mean.
Well, I'm wondering that.
If you're
I'd
asking
hate
about
to fight
protection,
myself.
we can. I think just a quick gaze over this group. I think we can all kind of take care of ourselves. But
It's. Let's say that one or all of us became afflicted. We've never seen each other fight if we don't know if there's. Let's say I went mad and started swinging wildly. You wouldn't know if I was still lucid or if I was maddened and unaware of the world. We don't know how things would change.
I see.
If you're skilled going into it, do you keep that skill in that danger, or does it not matter? Things like that.
That could be pretty
Well,
dangerous.
Behavior.
What'd you say, Canis?
Well, we know that the Temple of Alona has worked with one of these bodies, so asking them would probably be our first step.
That's why I'm hoping that letting them know we signed a contract will get us in there so we can at least ask questions, even if we can't see the bodies or something. At least ask some questions.
All right. So it's about that time that you guys approach from the west, the exterior of the Temple of Alona. The doors are not open. but there is a small placard hanging with a single spike just above a small peephole, about eye level for anybody who's over like 5'5".
Rude.
Yeah.
Listen, you. I didn't make your character. Well, technically I did kind of, but
Okay.
What does this plaque say?
okay, so as you approach the plaque, Amelia, Lyra, and Payne, you would all be able to read, written in very, very Eastern dialect Elvish. It says, "Got ourselves a problem. Quarantine till further notice."
Oh, that looks mighty elaborate. What does it say? I can't read.
It says, got ourselves a problem. Quarantine until further notice.
Is that what it says? It looks just so magical.
The exit
Yeah.
was really necessary.
Well, that's Eastern. Quiet, Canis.
The slant on that was. I understand why you were top of your class.
Oh, thank you. Still try to knock.
Accent.
We could still try to knock and see. One. I want
He
to try
knocks
to.
on the door.
How hard?
Oh, like a polite knock.
Okay. Give me just one moment.
I mean, it is a
Haircut
temple.
knock? Are we talking about fist hammer knock? What are we talking?
Like, knock, knock, knock.
Okay. There's no immediate response.
Try again, maybe louder.
I'm gonna peek in the
Nobody
window.
home.
Okay. What you see is what you get as far as the windows are concerned. You guys have visibility set and dynamic lighting, so.
There's people in there, but
Yeah, so Lyra, as you peek in, you would see two, well, you're not entirely sure race-wise what they are, but you definitely see two, more than likely males wearing breastplates with bucket helms, flanking the altar to the far east of the room, the far right of the room. And then you would see this gentleman, who you recognize as High Priest Alethar, who is the gentleman who runs this outpost of the church.
Okay.
And he is currently standing in front of the altar. He has a handful of something that he is grinding over a mortar and pestle. And he kind of stops momentarily. One moment. And as he stops, you notice one of the armored figures kind of like looks over your direction towards the window and points. He's got a bucket helm on, so you can't see if he's saying anything, but High Priest Alethar stops. You see him turn all the way around towards the window and squint.
I would wave.
Okay, so he squints, and then you see him, he kind of rolls his eyes. He sets the whatever it was that he was grinding, like the remainder of it, kind of off to the side next to the mortar and pestle. And then he turns towards you, and he begins to walk over.
Okay, I'll run back around. Guys, High Priest Althar's coming.
Okay, so I'm seeing people are opening windows. Are you guys actively opening windows?
No, that was me clicking her away from it. I
Okay,
think.
I'm just peeking through this window where I'm at right here. I didn't actually
Got it.
actively open it.
got it, okay. Okay, so you see the window over here. It does open, but he just cracks it ever so slightly, and he goes, "Is there something I can help yous with?"
Hi, High Priest Alethar. We are.
You know how to read Elvish, child?
I do.
Did you see the sign on the front door?
I sure did.
Then
yes.
what the hell are you doing by my window?
So, Cornelius, we're trying to help with the situation you're working on right now, and we're just hoping for some information.
Last I checked, you graduated top of your class. Is that right, Missy?
Yes, sir.
Define quarantine for me.
Quarantine is when you have to keep something away from everything else.
So what in the hell are you doing at my window, forcing me to walk all the way over here to open it to talk to you? That defeats the purpose of my quarantine.
Well, I'm staying away from the bodies, but you didn't, I mean, we can talk through
What
the glass
bodies?
window. Well, I'm assuming there's bodies. No bodies. Okay,
Who
that's
said
good.
anything about bodies?
So, well,
We don't bury anybody here.
Sure. I didn't know if you guys were trying to help anybody who was recently afflicted. That's what we're trying to figure out.
What in the hells are you talking about, Missy?
Everybody.
I'm sorry. May I interject? We were investigating an ailment involving some enraged individuals. Did any of them come through here?
What in the unholy hells has brought you, he looks at Lyra, and your weird-ass friends to my front door in the middle of a quarantine talking about some sort of people going, what did you say they was?
Well, berserk, really.
Berserk? You see any berserkers around here?
Thankfully, no.
Can I insight him? I just want to see.
Yeah, what are you inciting?
I'm trying to see if he's telling the truth about not knowing anything about this. That's really what I'm focusing on.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, make an insight check. He seems pretty fucking confused and aggravated.
Okay, well, we were just misled, so I will let you get back to your.
Whoa. No, you come here asking me questions. Now I got some questions for you, little miss.
Okay.
Who is giving you information that I got some sort of bodies up in here? Or some sort of berserkers dancing around?
Yeah, they didn't say bodies. They didn't say dancing either, for whatever that's worth.
Then why did y'all say there was bodies of berserkers up in my establishment?
Well, we're
Because
looking
you're
for.
quarantined. What are you quarantined against?
Well, that's church business.
It's possible that people were making assumptions.
Who are these people? You just told me that there was nobody saying nothing about something, but now you're saying there are people making assumptions. Who told you about my church, little missy?
Well, when we were talking with. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I'm not remembering incorrect line.
Trying to remember. I believe it might have been the guards.
I thought it was the
who
guards, yeah.
mentioned it.
I thought so too, but I just wanted to confirm. So, talking with, I believe it was when we were speaking with some of the local guards. I feel like we heard it before that, though.
This point, Amelia is coming around the side of things because this is not a quiet conversation.
No, he's shouting out the window. Quarantine be damned.
So, are you... Go ahead.
May I help offer some insight on things?
And who the hell are you? You got any more friends hiding behind my front door?
Just one.
It wasn't our intention to sneak around. Certainly not a holy place.
I'm more concerned about the lies. First, there was somebody saying there was corpses and berserkers up in my establishment, and then all of a sudden there wasn't, because there wasn't, and then all of a sudden somebody was mistaken, and now I can't get a straight answer about who it was.
May I try to explain?
Do you have answers that speak only truth?
I would not lie. Me and several others received a request for aid from Cornelius Fenbrush.
Yeah, I picked that up
After
already. That's not the part that I'm questioning here.
To keep it short, we heard that from him that there was an illness traveling through the town that had affected few at first within recent months, then more recently. We stopped first with the Temple of Celestian, and she kind of unconsciously touches her holy symbol as she says that, and heard that your temple had been forced to shut its doors due to a quarantine. As we were going to see if there was any aid we could offer, we passed by some of the local guards. I'm afraid I did not catch their names. And they suggested that this illness that may be in town could have come to your doors. And we wanted to see if there was anything that we could do to assist, or if there was any other information we might be able to get so that we could clarify things.
So according to your story, the berserkers and the corpses in the quarantine stemmed from them star lovers over there at the Temple Celestian?
That was... no?
Then I need a name of who told you there were berserkers, corpses, and quarantine all tied together within my establishment. Nobody here has been able to give me a single goddamned answer, and I'm starting to get real upset.
Okay, so do you or do you not have berserkers in your building?
There are no berserkers. I have never had a berserker in this building.
Fuck this guy. Let's go. I'm done with this.
No. So I think that part of it is because you are in quarantine and there is a potential issue. I think things were assumed and then shared with us. So if you don't have that here, then we don't want to waste your time any further.
Who assumed it and told you it was in my church? I'm asking a simple fucking question here, child.
I have said the guards already. We talked with guards.
Just the guards?
Yeah, we didn't get their names.
Kind of glances around the group.
Screaming, half naked.
He suddenly
fell from the sky.
He suddenly shuts the window, and why don't, let's see, Lyra, Canis, and Amelia, you guys, since Dench, you were kind of done with the conversation, I'll say you three go ahead and give me a perception check. He does start to talk again.
I'm sorry, who's making that check?
Amelia, Canis, and Lyra.
Sorry, 17. It does the advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So.
Right. Okay. So, Amelia... Canis, you hear it, but I forgot you don't speak Elvish. And Lyra, I didn't see... Was it the 7 that was your roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do not understand. It's kind of muddled. So Amelia would be the only one who actually understands. Amelia, you hear... Give me 1 second. Let me pull my notes up. All right, so you would hear, so he shuts the door, and he turns, and you hear him, he doesn't shout it, but he's not, it's in more of like a really loud whisper kind of across the room towards the, you see him kind of like look back in this general direction, and you hear him say in Elvish, "Gentlemen, we've got ourselves a problem. We got these people coming around here talking about berserkers, corpses, quarantines. Nobody can give me a damn name, but they're telling me that it was something to do with the guards. So I'm gonna need y'all to go over to guard headquarters and find me Corporal Thatchin. We're gonna have ourselves a little conversation, and if things don't go our direction, we're gonna have to, unfortunately, take this straight to the top with Mistress Rosanna, and if we can't do that, well, then we're gonna see ourselves a little... natural justice imparted upon these folks, because I'm sick of this bullshit. By the way, you don't see where the gesture goes. I need you to activate a couple of birds and keep an eye on that half-orc outside. Window pops back open. Right, so, like I was saying, y'all are dismissed. We'll go ahead and take this into our own hands now. Thank you. And the window shuts.
Lyra will just wave. Thank you.
You actually get, because you're not typically, I wouldn't have imagined your character being as elusive as you were with him in this moment. So I assume prior to this, he's actually typically really friendly with you. You just caught him in the heat of whatever it was. My point is, he gives you kind of an unconscious, like, wave back out the window before he turns away.
Okay.
Before Amelia turns away, I'm going to look through that window, and I'm going to use Divine Sense just to see, like, while he's, like, as he goes to walk away.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
I don't think I'm going to get anything from it, but specifically while he's within range.
Give me 1 sec. I did not think I'd be pulling a character sheet up. Not yours, by the way, his. Okay, so... Okay, so you step up to the window and you kind of take a peek in, and you open your divine senses to the world around you. You do not sense any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
And that is however, you do sense let's see, are you staying right where you're at? Is that where you're activating it?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Okay, you would sense before the senses kind of like lose range that there is an individual under the effects of a hollow spell. And then the high priest moves out of the range of your senses and it fades.
Okay. So pretty easy to deduce that that's hidden there. Okay. I think Amelia just kind of mutters, which Vera would likely hear. Celestian, keep me from saying what I think. And then she turns to follow the others, and she is going to keep an eye out for apparently a bird that might be keeping an eye on things.
Okay.
I apologize, guys. It just seems this individual is more concerned about his reputation than an actual emergency here. So let's just, I suppose we should just move.
Well, I can say he seemed... I deal with him often, and he seemed pretty honest about not knowing anything. It doesn't mean they don't have him. Maybe he's just not in the need-to-know group. Either way.
It's common to not want to spread fear in cases of disease. Fear leads to panic.
I feel like he was panicking.
Is it common for... Go ahead, Candace, sorry.
I simply said sorry. It felt like he was panicking.
I was confused. Do the priests of Alona usually serve people through the windows and not the front door?
No, but since they're in quarantine, they won't open the front door. You don't have to open the window. It's kind of nice of him.
It's rather
He could have
awkward.
told us to fuck off. I mean, he did, but
Yeah, I just didn't say it quick enough. I guess, we can try to go to the other temple. If they have a quarantine sign, maybe we don't check the windows.
I think we should just head straight to the source.
There was
Might be an option.
one little thing. I am not terribly familiar with how these churches operate, for perhaps obvious reasons, but he was under some fairly significant divine protections.
Like against insanity, maybe? Or against being possessed?
It could be, yes, but it's hard to say, and I'm loath to assume that he would lie, but I'm not
I
sure.
don't think he was lying. I don't think he
Fairies
was
don't
lying.
lie either.
I know that was sarcasm, but I really don't think he was lying.
Well, there's a difference between a lie and a misleading statement.
Well, what if his brain got brainwashed? What if someone cast a spell on him and he really does believe that he doesn't know, but he actually knows more than he thinks he knows? But because he got brainwashed, he doesn't know that he knows.
Maybe his brain's an acorn.
Amelia, make a religion check for me. I have an idea, just something a little different than the way something reads, but I think it makes sense for your particular disregard.
That bounced, it was so good, and then it bounced over to a 4, and it said, fuck your paladiness. No. I'm wondering if it's...
I was going to
how we
give her
approach
benefit of the
it.
doubt to see whether or not the
It's
Hallow was holy or
possible that
unholy,
they've
because you
come
pick it when
across
you
the
cast it, and she's
afflicted,
probably assuming
but perhaps
it's
none
unholy and
in
it's this evil
berserk
fucking piece of
state.
shit.
Perhaps none have died.
I can't believe she has a +1
It could
religion.
have been as simple as that. They could very easily have sick individuals, hence the quarantine. But something else, we could very well have just brought panic.
You think it's just a coincidental quarantine? Like, these guys came in contact with, like, the measles, and then just so happened to also be some kind of celestial space disease bullshit? I'm sorry. This guy's got me off list.
We know.
Good thing he doesn't have a gun.
Well, we've heard. We don't know that at least one individual afflicted with this disease appeared to go mad and start speaking in arguably unholy language. This is a sacred place, one under some significant and sacred protections. Effects like
And
that
stress.
may not come here. They may not be able to broach these walls. Someone who was sick and under a madness of some sort may find themselves in better health just being in this space. You may not know.
That's very religious of you. It's possible that that's true. But if this is any
That's
kind of
my cat.
magical affliction, I'm guessing probably not. And
Could you... Before he walked away, the level of sacred protection on that space, it's not a minor thing. It's far beyond what we would have had regularly back home.
if it is some kind of coincidental quarantine, perhaps he is protecting himself against something else. It's hard to say.
I don't think it's coincidental. I just don't think he knows the full extent. And I think that if a sacred space could offer protection, that's something we should consider as well.
I don't think we're going to be allowed in there.
That's
Unless we
not
can
the
prove
only
it's acorns.
that's not the only sacred space. And
true.
sometimes you have to bring the light to those who cannot find it themselves.
That
That one
sounds like
was very religious of me.
that sounds like something that you would do. Yes. The Temple of Corellian is this way. Just gonna keep being the tour guide.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the Temple of Corellian Lythian. I like to say it's Lytherian. It's not spelled like that at all, but I just like the name Lytherian, so it's Lytherian. Okay, Temple of Corellian Lytherian. One moment.
And before we do much here, or before we head over to the Wood Elven districts, we should likely consider reaching out to Cornelius to at least let him know that Mistress Rosanna may be reached out to. It seemed like they were going to bypass the proxy.
No? I must have missed it when he was ranting.
They're going to speak to the guards and see if they can get more information, and depending on what they glean from that, reach out to Mistress Rosanna herself. They also, I may have misheard, but something about sending a bird to keep an eye on the half-orc. I assume that was you? Just turns towards Dench.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Dench will look up in the air and look out for birds.
Make a
I'm assuming
perception
he sees
check.
A few.
Yeah, I mean, capital of the elves. We'll see. Yeah, you look up and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, there's like a handful of them, and as you guys like even approach the church, there's just like a whole row of mourning doves sitting above the archway of the front doors, just all staring down at you and doing that hoo 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 shit that they do.
Oh, yeah, the birds are watching me. I mean, fuck that guy. Anyway, I mean, like...
A lot of
if
people
he's
don't say
spying-
that
if-
to him.
If he's spying on me with birds, he will see that we are trying to help. So, hi, here I am, doing my job. Fuck you, bird.
I feel like you ruffled his feathers.
He ruffled
boy.
mine first.
I do think that we should consider that perhaps in his mind we just brought panic and possibility of things he did.
I love that she's playing devil's advocate so hard.
With all due respect, Amelia, panic is probably already happening. Canis, what were you gonna say?
To be fair, I kind of looked through my memory here. I do think this fault is on me. I didn't want to tell him this because obviously I don't want to get myself in trouble. I'm the one.
Yeah, let me do it.
Yeah, it's normally what happens. Yeah, I'm the one who heard rumors as we were walking to the Temple of Celestian. Was by the guard's house, as we said, but there was no specific names. They said supposedly they heard a victim in the Temple of Alona bit their tongue out. Was one of them, as well as I believe a priest Harkin had.
I am so proud of you guys for using your notes.
Tongue out.
Arkin, that was the name I couldn't remember.
Harkin, that's here at the. That's one of the priests at this temple or another temple.
No, was that the other one that we just got screamed at away from?
Oh, it was both at the same temple.
Sorry, I should have said sooner, but I'm terrible with names. It took me way too long to remember.
So, well, it's fine. And the point that I was making, Amelia, is I'm pretty sure we started spreading panic when we were talking to Rosa. So, we're not going to be able to investigate this without that happening. What's the plan once we get to the slums? We're going to say, hey, are you berserk? No? Okay, see you later. We're going to have to
we check on the house, and we can say that there are concerned individuals we want to check up on them.
That's true. Rosa was concerned that the individuals of that were not frequenting her establishment recently.
Okay, well you guys tell me where you want to go and I will take you there.
But I think that's actually exactly the point, Lyra. When we go and ask questions, we need to be mindful that we don't cause panic if it's not already there. Yes, we should ask if anyone's been afflicted by this, but we likely shouldn't lead with, have any of your loved ones suddenly gone mad and tried to kill you? We have heard that there's...
So a little more tact, isn't it?
Yeah, that actually wasn't my plan, just for the record.
I didn't imagine it was. But
Excuse me. Jesus.
We've already... Communication seems to be a problem in regards to this. Everyone seems to be keeping it close to their chest.
Because everyone's afraid of creating panic.
Yes. Of course they are.
Well, look at it this way. Say nobody knows about any of this, and then suddenly everybody's trying to murder each other. I mean, like, wouldn't it be better that some of them know about what to expect rather than be caught completely unawares by this?
Hiding things and keeping secrets is never the way to go, but neither is things that could imply if someone is a little quick of tongue, is a little bit of a temper tonight, you should assume that they have been cursed with a demon plague. And unfortunately, it's a fine line for many.
That's reasonable. Okay. Is this tact, of course? Is this place also quarantined? I'll take a look at the door.
So you approach the door. There is a small placard just around the door handle that just says closed in common and in Elvish underneath it, for those of you who speak Elvish, and for Canis. Jesus Christ. You know, 4 out of the 5 of you speak almost all the same exact languages, except for Dench, which I get it. I mean, so to Lyra, Payne, and, excuse me, Canis, it's also in Gnomish, and it just says closed.
I think it's closed.
It's super closed.
Yeah, I got that part at least.
Knock, knock, knock.
So you knock. There's kind of a pregnant pause, and a small, I guess you could call it a face gate, at eye level for most average-sized humanoids, kind of slides open, and you see this woman's face pop through. Canis and Lyra, you would recognize this as Sister Sonia. She obviously is not brandishing a knife through the hole, but she...
Okay, good to see you today, too. All right.
Yeah.
All right, sorry for disturbing. Goodbye.
Hey, gotta protect your peeps. So you see Sister Sonia's face kind of, like the top half of her face pop through. Yes? Hello? And then she stands on her tiptoes to look down at Payne. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, friend.
Good evening. We are doing some investigating for a one Cornelius Fenbrush. Is there someone we could talk with? I understand you're under quarantine.
No, we're not under quarantine, we're just closed.
Oh, why would a temple close? I was mistaken. I apologize.
Well, temples close for many reasons. Restoration, rebuilds. In fact, if they are under quarantine for some reason, as they do typically see lots of ill people, for us, we happen to have been charged by Mistress Rosanna to care after the corpses of dead plague victims, from what we understand. And they are in our care, and we are working them as best as we can. Is there something else I can do for you?
Perhaps somebody more eloquent than me here can speak with you with more questions. But I appreciate you coming to the door when you were closed.
Oh, well, yes, of course. I mean, if you were in dire needs of something, we'd obviously try to help. Kane is?
Hello, sorry to bother.
One moment. The latch shuts.
Oh, you have a very interesting reputation, Canis.
The latch pops open, and a dog biscuit pops through and onto the ground in front of Kana's. I made that one with peanut butter. If you don't like it, just let me know. I won't do chocolate again. I know it gave you the runs.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Thank you.
it. I'll eat it in a bit. We're actually here, as our acorn-loving friend said. We are here because of the plague. We're investigating it. We've been charged. So we heard that. Is there a priest Harkin here?
Priest Hawken is downstairs right now, taking to the internment of the corpses. I apologize, but I'm in charge of the chapel today.
Okay. If it's possible, we'd like to ask some questions to help resolve this plague, or just find any information you have about it, since you guys are in charge of the corpses.
Yes, of
He's
course.
definitely constantly looking at the tree and debating not just going for it.
Yes, I mean, feel free to ask. I can't let you in, of course, but I'm happy to answer any questions you may have through. Oh, here, I'm going to do this for you just so that you can. Whoops. There you go. That way you guys can see that there's a person there. Yes, please. No, ask away. Obviously, if there's anything strictly confidential to the church's business, I may not be able to give you that information right now, but I'll share what I can.
Okay, I guess I'll start with confirming what we know from rumors. Is it true that while there was a dissection going on, one of the plague victims bit their tongue off?
We've received 3 plague victims, and none of them had their tongues. We don't know where their tongues are, but I can confirm that they are tongueless.
Okay, you've only received their bodies, right? Correct.
Correct. We've received no live victims.
Okay, so that at least confirms that it's highly likely that they took their tongues off on maybe capture. Anything you guys want to ask?
Yeah. Would it be possible to know the cause of death? Were they killed, or did they die naturally? Well, unnaturally because of plague.
Yes, sir. Well, we don't know if the plague. We're referring to it as a plague, as we're unsure of what else at this point to cause it. To call it, excuse me. But 2 were from piercing wounds to the abdomen from guardsmen spears, and 1 was pierced through the left side carotid artery by an arrow by the wood elves of the western slums.
So it doesn't appear that the plague itself is what killed them, but people having to defend themselves
That is
against them.
That is correct. And we also, nobody within our church was present for any of these supposed happenings, so we cannot confirm or deny that's how it went down, but this is what we're being told by the city higher-ups.
This is kind of with the treat in his mouth, by the way.
I do suppose I have one more question. Do you know of? I'm sorry. Do you know of them speaking any other languages? The plague victims. Infernal, perhaps. Did any of the people?
We did not. We were charged strictly with body preparation and investigatory work on a medical front. We have not seen any live victims, so I cannot confirm or deny that. What I can tell you is that we've attempted to speak with their corpses. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to get answers from them that are legible without tongues.
Interesting.
Is it true that resurrection didn't work?
We do not have the materials provided by the city council to perform resurrections past revivify, and these entities were brought to us far past their revivification date.
Then a more medical question. This treat was really good, by the way. Keep up the good work.
Oh yes, that was natural honey and oats, with of course the normal flax meal. So it may give you gas.
Peanut butter was great.
Good.
So I guess since you only do the medicals, is there anything different on these bodies from what you usually would have? Like alterations or growths?
No, nothing particularly. The absence of tongues is quite strange, but besides that, they seem to have died in a very natural manner, meaning via combat. We'd see the same on soldiers outside the city walls, or sometimes within the city walls. But that's about it. Yes, I mean, I will say it's quite odd to have. So we received the bodies of a wood elf, a high elf, and a half elf. The other half being of wood elf origin. And it was 2 males and a female. So it seems quite non-discriminatory. So if what we are being told by the higher ups is true, then whatever this thing is quite non-discriminatory.
It might seem irrelevant, but which like 2 piercing wounds to the abdomen were those? Which races were those?
The high elf and the half elf. The wood elf took the arrow to the neck.
Thank you.
And were you able to identify who these individuals were?
We do not do identification until after funerary preparations are made. At this point, we're not even sure. We've received these bodies within the last couple of days, just so we're clear. We know that one potentially has family within the Wood Elven slums. The other 2 we are unsure of. We have some documentation, but it's dicey because we would have assumed if this were truly a plague, and this is just me theorizing, so bear with me. If it was truly a plague, then the relative closeness the other 2 would have been to their family members. They should have caught it, and everybody else seems fine at this point. So that's what I can say about that. But identification is underway.
That seems to be a common theme we're finding out that it doesn't pass like a normal plague would.
I
Not
wonder.
by rats or water.
Seemingly.
I have an idea, a theory, more like. Someone remind me later when we're theorizing.
Well, I don't want to get in the way of your theorizing. Just remember that although idle minds are demons' playthings, so too sometimes are those that run wild. So just be careful, Lyra.
I will, thank you. I don't mind sharing my theory with you. I just don't want to waste your time.
No, it's okay. It would probably waste my time. I'm not a theorist. My point was, I don't want you to over-theorize. Not suggesting you do over theorize regularly, but just don't freak yourself out with over theorization.
Thank you, Sister Sonia.
Yes, of course. If you'd all like to come back, I don't know exactly. High Priest Harkin obviously is going to be the one to determine when we reopen the doors, but until then, I will be here for the foreseeable future. I've seen preparation chambers downstairs, and it looks like they're working relatively quick, so hopefully within the next couple of days, maybe a week max, before we have some answer or have exhausted all of our resources.
Sister, I know you have to get back to things. I have 3 brief questions for you, if you're willing to indulge them.
Sure.
Have you heard of either a celestial disturbance on the plane in recent months, or some unknown, she makes air quotes, fireball in the sky that split off into fragments? Have you heard reports of that?
I have heard reports. She kind of looks you up and down, but those reports came from High Priestess Dequana at the Temple of Celestian, as they are proficient in all things celestial bodies and above, and unfortunately, our talents are quite grounded here on the Prime Material.
There is nothing unfortunate about that. It is appreciated, though. Do you know why the Temple of Alona is under quarantine?
She kind of looks around at the group. I do. Though she kind of looks behind her and then back out at you guys. Look, I don't know. Yes, I do, but I don't know if it would be appropriate for me to speak on behalf of another church.
That's okay. Do you know if they've had any? Have you been the only people to get victims, or have they had any?
No, we're the only ones who have taken corpses in.
Okay, so it was just a rumor that we had heard that. It was just a rumor, she says to the birds.
She kind of peeks out. I don't think... Okay.
We went to their doors first, asking on the same matter, and I'm afraid we may have brought some measure of concern there.
Yes. Well, again, I don't know if I'm at liberty to talk on their behalf, but what I can say is that they've recently experienced quite a fright, and I believe their quarantine is... I think we would have done the same thing.
Maybe that's why he was so on edge. Maybe there was something else.
It's unfortunate that any troubles were brought to their doors, but I am glad it was not this. My last question. Is there anything that you or the temple need to be able to continue? It's difficult when your doors are closed. Do you have the supplies you need?
For what we've laid out to attempt, yes. We are strictly provisioned by the High Council of the city, under Mistress Rosanna, of course. So all of the resources that we require are being provided by them. Personally, she kind of looks behind her again and up into the far right corner, and she kind of whispers out the door, "We're running low on fresh bread in here. If you could manage to find a loaf or two, I'd be..."
I got one. Here you go. And
Seriously?
Finch will hand over one of his pocket loaves.
My gods. Corelli Lytherian be praised. Oh, this is from the ovens of Mistress Rosanna herself. Where did you get the... Have you just started this
Well-
investigatory work today? You were there, weren't you?
We were there not long.
We were there, and we were dispatched by her proxy to investigate
Cornelius.
this. Cornelius, yes.
Oh, this is delightful. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate this. She cracks the bread and just takes a bite, and you just see her eyes close, but you can tell they just roll into the back of her head, and she goes, I've been eating nothing but stale loaves for a day now.
Well, you enjoy that. It's quite good bread.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
She closes the hatch about 3/4 of the way, and then another treat boop, pops out and hits the ground, and then she closes it all the way.
Because I'm by the door, can I like try and catch it as it pops out?
Sure, you've got a high enough dexterity. I'll just say that you do. And you're like mostly all dog.
She was much more polite. I like her.
She was very, very nice. Are most priests like more like her? Or is it like kind of a...
Mixed bag, baby.
It depends on the day. It depends
In
on
the
the
city, I mean.
temple. It depends on
They're people too.
how busy it is. I mean, they get stressed. That's why I assumed he was just stressed out. He's not usually like that. Not always, at least.
Okay. Well,
Benny passed.
what was your theory, Lyra? You could...
Yeah, I hope it's wrong, and I have no reason to think this could be the case outside of it's not contagious, seemingly. Either the incubation period is fairly long, so that's why everybody seems okay right now. So the people who were afflicted have had it for a long time and didn't realize it. Okay, that's one theory. The other theory, and I guess that one's even more alarming because that means there are lots of people who could be walking around who could be contagious right now and don't even realize it, so it could be the whole city. But I digress. The other theory was, what if you catch it by killing someone who has it? What if it's like can jump to people based on their actions? So just thinking.
So by killing these things, you draw the disease out, and
That's what I'm concerned
yourself?
about. That's what I'm concerned about. And the fact that they're biting their tongues out, that seems very purposeful to me so that they can't talk. So, because then we'd be able to just ask the corpses questions, and we can't do that.
So we should not kill them because there might be people inside.
Not acorns.
Not acorns. And also because maybe the disease jumps to you that way.
That's
More
what I'm
reason to
worried about.
not kill them. And there was another thought and I lost it.
Is it that you want to be able to research them to learn more?
No, that's you.
Oh, right. That's a good reason, though.
It would be.
How would we keep them from biting off their tongues? I suppose if they know they're going to be captured, maybe that's the time where they would bite off their tongues.
Right, but if we can, as weird as this might sound, if we can keep track of the tongue, we could get it put back on. The big issue right now is she even said they don't know where they are. So I guess,
I mean,
and
maybe
the
they
reason
swallowed them, right? I mean,
I think
the moth swallowed them.
they haven't identified. If we can figure, yeah, you're right, they could have swallowed them. If we could figure out how they're connected, if they're connected, like, did the one who got shot get shot by one of the other ones? That could help prove my theory, or if they have no relation whatsoever and didn't, help with dispatching each other, then that completely disproves the theory, and maybe they really are acorns. Or rats, or...
Best case scenario is we find one and we can work together to contain, disable, the person and shove a rag in his mouth before he bites his tongue?
Yeah.
I've seen that work.
Or a stick or something. Yeah, something to keep them from actually. Well, one to keep them from biting down their tongue, and two, also to keep them from suffocating. I think that's also important. Which I feel like if you stuff a rag down their mouth, they might choke on it. You know what I mean?
If we can also do something just to keep them from being able to act, like
Right.
sometimes if
I
I
do
get
have a
close
net.
enough. You have a net, okay.
Have a net that might help.
I do have a spell that could work, but I would need to rest before I could prepare that. And it's not a guarantee either. Nets sounds much more likely, perhaps.
Is it? Well, they can still bite their tongue off with the net, but at least if, like I said, if
Right.
we can keep track of the tongue. I also, I don't. I'm assuming nobody has tried to communicate with them mentally. That's something I could attempt to do, although that brings up another
Really?
theory.
You can read
Um,
minds?
Let's head in a
No.
direction while we talk. We'll attract less attention.
Probably not, but let's go this way.
If we are heading towards the Wood Elven district, that, and we have to figure out where to start there. Your thought about them, about this disease jumping due to people killing. The Thornell family, was it? Wasn't there mention
Yeah.
that the children may have been affected?
Yeah, well, they're not in school, which is weird. They had perfect attendance, like almost always.
It might. Do you know this family then?
I know of them. It's hard not to know a family of 9, but
Well, if we went to just talk to them to make sure that they were all right, maybe if we bring them something from some bread, some food, something that's not just questions, but something to make their day better, their nights calmer, that might be a little less off-putting, and we could start there.
Have a bakery on the way? Maybe we can get them some honey rolls or something? Is that what you mean?
I mean, we could hit the general store before we head the opposite direction if we want to.
Yeah, you would know like the general store, probably
So to kind of play
any of the
devil's advocate
inns.
here,
any of the inns or the general store for sure.
I want to bring up two things that we've heard. So, we've heard from the guards that for some reason, as time progresses, they're increasing in number. But supposedly there's only been 3 bodies. Secondly, I believe the guards said they're the ones that like procured and captured these, or tried to capture or apprehend these people.
Oh,
So most
the
likely they're
three-
ones.
the 3. You saying the 3 in the temple? No, I think it was. They knew it was like a friend. I don't think it was them. It was a friend of a friend
Yeah,
who
but
did it.
I mean it was the guards, not that was 3 specifically, but other
Oh yeah,
guards.
I see. Yes.
So most likely, those were stabbing bodies there were in the temple were a couple of days old, and we haven't, I think, heard from any of the guards that anything happened to them. Just gonna throw a wrench in the. It transfers via stabbing.
I'm not saying that's what happens. I'm saying that's something we should be cautious of. And I don't think it's just stabbing. I think it's if you take their
Any kind of
life.
violence.
I think if you have to be the last one, and
Right.
I think that's when it would transfer.
They didn't know of anybody who had gone, at least in the guard, that those 3 guardsmen we spoke to. I don't think they knew of anybody who actually had gone crazy, at least in their squad or their platoon. So
But did they kill them? Like, do we know for sure that they're the ones that killed them? Because if you got townspeople throwing rocks to try to help the guard, and one of those rocks hits just right, then we might have a townsperson who got. Again, it's kind of an outlandish theory, but this is kind of an outlandish situation. So I want to make sure that we're considering all.
if the poor son of a bitch who had like who like lost like 99% of his blood suddenly got hit in the head with a rock, That was the one. That was the thing that did it.
Exactly. And the other, like I said, the other issue is if it's a super long incubation period, how many people are walking around with it right now and don't even know it?
I hate to say this the way I hate to say it this way, but I tend to like that description of what you say. Like maybe everyone is already infected, and I'm sorry, I should say this more quietly. Maybe everyone already is infected with this berserker thing, and it just takes some kind of trigger, just like you said, just like the violence triggers it, and then it goes.
It could
Definitely
be.
onto
And
something.
if that's the case, watch out because canas will bite your ankles.
Lyra, you know what's more fun than theorizing? Testing theories. Let's go. Let's do it.
To the Thornell estate.
Wait, are we stopping at the
Yeah.
inn?
First, do you are a cleric of Morden, yes?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to seek out or help with curses?
I've heard of clerics who could do that. I cannot.
I'd
Just
be
not
willing
to
to
charge
check
them.
and I'd be willing to check and see once we get to a point where it would be appropriate. I can see about if something is magical or not. So we'd be able to tell if there was a magical affliction. I don't think I could see curses.
I can't. I could protect against some of it, but I also, again, I would need to take some time to do that.
None of these symptoms seem to match with any disease I've heard of. I'm wondering if we're considering this entirely wrong.
Oh, this is definitely not a common kind of disease.
So what would the right way be?
To go and
The
get them
space rock is corrupting people. I don't know.
Well,
with a net.
the source of a curse is often very different than the source of a disease. Both can spread, as with lycanthropy.
So this isn't a curse. This isn't a disease. This is more of a curse that's contagious.
Might be. That's just a theory.
I remember reading about cursed items. I wonder if all of these people have been sharing a specific item.
This fragment that fell from the sky, if it passed near enough in its path, I wonder if we found out who the people are who've been afflicted, if we...
That's what I
looked
was
at
hoping
where
to
they
find
live,
out. Yeah,
where
that's what
they
I was hoping to
traveled.
find out here. Yeah.
Well, Payne's walking faster than...
Oh, yeah, he's got.
He's walking faster than anybody with those tiny legs. It's that way. Go to the inn. So they'll probably take us to the Weeping Willow Inn to grab food to bring to...
You're gonna go to the Weeping Willow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. We could probably just toss an acorn in front of him. It'll take us to distract him for long enough.
I think he likes more than just acorns. He likes rats, he likes wells, he probably likes rocks.
And you know what I
Curiosity
liked
is
as a
that-
young dwarf was, and it helped when
Ale.
for young kids, little stones we would call them, was my mother would make a tall glass of piping hot pork milk. That would be awesome right now. That would be great for these
Hot
kids.
ham water.
No,
How did you make
milk.
it worse?
Pork milk. Pork. That's what you're saying. Pork
The-
like
oh,
pig
it's-
milk.
well, we called it pork milk, but it was obviously you don't have it here. Okay, never mind. Table that thought.
Oh, we
No, I'm
definitely
curious
don't.
about the pork milk. What is it? You boil down a pig and then drink it?
No, I think it's pork's milk.
It's just
Oh,
bit-
milk.
like
Just like
cow
pigs out.
milk or goat
Oh.
milk or,
I didn't-
but I mean we
I
don't
didn't
have
know.
all these things where I'm from. But I just thought it was a memory. I apologize.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I thought
don't
you were talking about
apologize.
like drinking. I thought you were talking about like drinking like pork broth or something.
You shouldn't apologize for enjoying a memory.
And you rapidly close in on the Weeping Willow Inn.
How the hell do we get into this place?
Right here.
Oh, there's a door.
All right, so you come in. You enter. As you enter, there's a handful of people kind of hanging about. Lyra and Canis, you would recognize Rogdeer Williamson, who is the red-headed gentleman in the upper right-hand corner. Both of you would also know that his sister, Ramaza Williamson, owns, or it doesn't own, but runs on behalf of their parents before they passed, the Twin Fish Tavern. So, anyways, you see Rogdeer.
What was her first name? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Ramaza, Ramaza, Ramaza Williamson and Rogdeer Williamson. So yeah, you enter. It's lively. These guys are kind of their taverns are kind of known to be like party houses. They're like heavy metal ale houses essentially. It's also 4 o'clock in the fucking afternoon, so nobody in here is getting totally hammered. But you see him. He kind of nods. Whether or not he recognizes you is moot. He sees a lot of people. You know the couple of tavern owners in the city.
Okay. What are we buying from here?
Well, I mean,
Information.
I think you mentioned something about food and drink for the Thornells.
Yeah, she's kind of looking at Amelia. What did you have something specific in mind?
I don't actually have coin to make a purchase, so I had been thinking
Okay.
of something small.
I
Like,
see how this is
wow.
gonna go.
Worse.
She'll walk up to the, to the
Amelia
counter.
just looks so stricken with guilt, like immediately. You see that before you turn.
Okay. Hey, Rob dear.
Oh, hey, you
Yeah.
haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, school kept me busy. What good food do you have to go?
Food to go? Well, let's see. He kind of turns towards the door, takes like a half step back, and he opens a little slider on the door, and he goes, "Hey, what do we got on the grill right now?" You hear somebody kind of talking muddled in the back room. He turns and he goes, "Oh, all right." Steps back up. We've got meat chunks on a stick.
Sounds great. We'll take, I guess. How much do you have? You have enough for 7?
7? You want 7 meat sticks? I can do 7 meat sticks.
Perfect.
Alright. Give me 1 second here. That's 2 gold, 1 silver.
Okay, I will pay that.
And he turns and he says, he opens the door slider. "Hey, I need 7 meat sticks." "Yeah, 7. It's for a gnome."
Well, I would also partake in the meat sticks if we're sharing. Are they all for the other people, or we just?
They don't necessarily have to be
Okay,
for...
okay, good. They look delicious. They smell delicious.
Oh, the food here is really good. She'll tap the counter. Lyra, by the way.
Oh, right. Sorry. I see so many people. He kind
know.
of points around the room, and they're kind of all around. I know. You work at the school, right?
Sort of. I'm a student. Was a student. I graduated.
And now you work there.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. There's like a little, you hear a bell in the back. Ding, 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 ding. He he actually cracks the door open, reaches in, and pulls out, I mean, when I say skewer, it's like as long as my forearm, the stick is, and it is a fucking hunk of meat. Like, it's a steak cake, baby. Like, it's time to eat.
Oh, holy hell! I thought you were talking about kebabs. That's
No, it's,
meat on the stick.
which is why it costs 2 gold for some meat. Like, it's fucking, I mean, it is gonna feed everybody who eats it. So yeah, he kind of says, we don't really do like wrapping up like a general goods store. So are you good just taking the sticks?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
I can
good.
hold on to some of those.
Hey, there. Hey, wait,
Only
do you
eat
know this
one.
man,
Yes.
Lyra?
Yes,
Okay.
He's with
Oh
me.
no, we go way back till today.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. He kind of passes them out. So yeah, you've got 7 meat sticks, and they are 2 pounds of steak each.
Each. Okay.
Oh my god.
It is. I mean, they're heavy as shit. You don't know what kind of meat or what steak this was. What you don't know what cloth this was cut from, but it's meat and it's on a stick and it smells real good. You took away that
Is it pork's milk?
2-1.
I did.
It is not pork's milk. That's served in a glass. You fucking fiend. All right. Do you need anything else? Do you all want a drink? He kind of glances down at Payne. A drink?
If we were not in such a hurry, I would. Thank
That-
you, sir. Though.
I can pack that to go.
Done. Your
All right.
best mead.
Oh, mead. Kind of like takes a half step back. Mead. I struck you more of a stout man, but no. Oh, he stops, realizes what he just said, and goes, That's not. I just meant like the dark beer, not because.
Because he's from
It's quite
underground.
all right. You give me what you like the best. How about that? Your best drink.
Lucky day for you. I love the mead. He turns. He spins around.
Nice save, Rugdeer.
And he turns around. There's a couple of like pipes coming up and out of the floor that have small signs on them. And he pulls out what looks like it's like a hardened paper sippy cup, for lack of a better term. But it doesn't have like the little sippy cup thing. It's more of a just like a it's like a Starbucks to go container. But it's big. It's big. It's like a full pint. So he pours that, and you see he takes a small knife and he wipes some foam off the top, puts the top on it, slides it across to you, and he says, on account of the misstep with the stout thing, let's say 2 copper.
Sounds great. But all I have is 1 gold. I'll pass him a gold.
Oh, that's all right. I can break it for you if you want.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, he pulls out a small coin box and he hands you back 9 gold, 8 9. Oh God, I gotta do the math now. Hang on, it's 10 to 10. It was 2 copper, so he hands you back 9 gold, 9 silver, 8 copper. That is the smallest break I've ever had to do, by the way, in D&D history.
I'm sorry, did
Go ahead, Amelia.
Payne give him a platinum or a gold?
A gold?
Okay, so
And
he's
now-
getting
Get 9 gold.
yeah,
I meant
9 silver.
9 silver. Sorry. 9 silver.
jotting
Yeah,
it-
9. It's 9 silver,
Jotting it
8
down, I
copper.
was so confused.
I'm used to dealing in plat, so
I'll tip him a copper also.
his eyes kind of go wide and he holds it up. Thank you. Unnecessary, but thank you.
Lyra sees him tip, and then whoever speaks Gnomish would hear shit in Gnomish, and then she'd go over and put 2 silver up on the counter and go, yeah, sorry about that. Here you go.
Whoa. Really?
Yep.
Oh.
I think the gnome is trying to outdo me.
I think
No.
you've been outdone, Sir Dwarf.
It's manners. It's manners.
Your copper was very, very appreciated, my friend. And he scoops the 2 silver and he says, thank you, in Gnomish. Which Payne understands, and so does Canis.
I do.
She'll say, you're welcome in Gnomish. Okay.
Can we leave before this gets more awkward, please?
Yeah, and before I spend any more money.
All right,
Meat sticks are delicious.
Thank you very much.
bye then, enjoy. All right,
Don't
so
watch the tail.
I think somebody went out the window.
Probably.
Yeah, Dent just drove out the window.
All right, so then we would
Meat
head.
sticks.
We'd probably okay. Are we wanting to go straight to the estate, or do we want to go into the slums and talk a bit first?
Let's start with the estate because we at least have a reason to be there. Besides, well, you know,
Besides
we
the
have an
meat being
excuse, like
cold.
Persian.
Yeah, that's a good point. This meat is rapidly losing heat. So yeah, and let's keep a sharp eye on our way through there too. Who knows how many afflicted there could be.
Okay.
All right.
So she'll lead them to the estate. Thornell estate.
That being said, walking through slums with loads of food.
Yeah, Dent would probably like, I don't know, like wrap it in his cloak or something.
Yeah, I think she'd probably do the same, like put it in a bag.
So if you guys are walking through the slums, just to kind of like give you a highlight of it from an overview, because I'm assuming you're not going straight through the dead center of the slums, because you don't have to get to the Thornell estate.
Right, I would take the most direct.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's kind of like outside of the outside, but as you approach it, it's way less a true like slum and much more of a small city section. It's more like a block. It's more like a block of the city that just is kind of cordoned off from the rest of the city. It's way less lavish and extravagant. Smells a little funny from the outside. Definitely, like, as you're gazing into like the center of this little area, there is only wood elves, full stop, that you can see from a distance. Lots of campfires as opposed to like chimneys and things like that, smokestacks. But it's not like you guys are accosted. You know, nobody gives a shit that you walk by. Yeah, Amelia?
Do the people that we're going by seem to be in relatively... I'm assuming you'd tell us if we saw people like being absolutely berserk. But do the people that we're passing seem to be in relatively good health? Do they seem to be well fed? Do they have the supplies that they would need? Like, how does their living condition seem to be in general?
Slummy. Their living conditions appear to be pretty slummy. But I mean, how close are you getting to them to determine their health conditions? I mean, it's not like they're sitting on street corners coughing, you know, with the black lung or anything. Everybody's walking around and doing their thing. They're just kind of cordoned off.
I'll just be kind of trying to keep a general eye. I'm not going to like veer off from the party right now unless I see someone that appears to be actually in poor health.
Okay.
All right. I think just for the record, as we're walking through, Lyra's not going to be. She's gonna not be trying to draw attention to us, but she's not like sneaking either. Just so we're clear.
Okay. So as you guys approach, you go around the looking at the map that we're on right now. You go around the eastern side of the slums, which is kind of like you know it's just the most direct route while getting kind of a glance at it while still going to the Thornell estate. This Thornell estate is a little bit northwest of there, but you approach. And as you approach, okay, so there is a kind of a long winding road. So there's a small hill, and at the top of the hill, you can see a pretty large house. It seems to be one story, though the roof space is built a little extravagantly. Excuse me. At the very bottom of the hill, there is a small wrought iron fence that goes all the way around the base of the property. If you had to shoot in the dark, and for anybody who knows acreage,
I have dark vision.
Remember that fucking inspiration I gave you? I'm taking it back.
Fighting to have it back.
The anti-inspiration.
You lose 3 inspirations.
Yeah, I'm
just
just gonna
gave
put
you
that in
one
my
of
back
mine.
pocket. Excuse me. So there's a small wrought iron fence around the base of this, and for square acreage, you guys are probably looking at like 8 acres of property, of hill property that leads up to the house itself. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of in or out as far as like just raw traffic is concerned. However, the gate is slightly ajar. So you guys arrive.
Does the house look like, I don't know, there was like struggle? Does it look like a door was kicked in, windows smashed out, anything?
You're going to go through the gate and up to the house?
Could I
Yeah.
see the windows or the door from the gate, or is it too far?
No, it's because you're looking at like 4, it'd be, I guess, like 2 acres on either side of the property. So you're like 2 acres out from it. That's a pretty, I mean, I'll tell you what, make a perception check. We'll see. Maybe.
Okay. I squint at the distance. Not likely.
No, it's tough. I mean, you can see the house. The house isn't burnt down. There's nothing collapsed in. You can confirm that, at least from the front. But that's about it. However,
I'm gonna ask. William, I think you're about to give us something, but I'm gonna ask anyway, just
Go
in
ahead.
case. Does it like? I guess we're a bit far away, but as we get closer, can I like smell if something's off?
can you smell if something's off? I'll let you make a perception check with advantage.
Fair enough.
What do you smell, boy?
9.
With advantage.
No, with advantage, it was the 14.
Oh, sorry. I heard I heard advantage, but my head corrected it to disadvantage for some reason. 14.
He's just used to rolling his bonking with the fucking missing eye.
I know.
You gained your eye and lost your nose. No. So you would smell from this distance. You definitely smell tall grass, lots of it. Suspiciously a lot of it. Like, as you sniff and you kind of like look around, it dawns on you that the grass is taller than you. And for the estates, the actual like estates around the exterior of the city, that's pretty rare because they keep that shit pretty trimmed. You guys actually have stable masters who you hire out horses to come and chew all that shit down so that it's within council regulations. It's overgrown here. That's what I'll give you from this distance.
Cool. I did kind of mean like do it as we close up, get closer, but yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, so we're gonna have to trek a little closer. I want to look around before we go in, but so once we arrive, then I would definitely be doing like investigation to try to make sure we're not about to walk into something crazy. So looking for any clear or hidden signs of struggle or yeah, I guess I'll start there.
Yeah, Den should absolutely keep a keen eye for like ambushes as well.
Lyra, is it just me, or is the grass here really long?
It does seem awfully tall. It's usually not taller than me, is it?
Or me? No. I remember always seeing the horses out at like the estates.
all right. Why doesn't everybody go ahead and give me a quick perception check?
Is it sight related?
It's almost a 20.
It is not. Wow, you guys are fucking terrible.
Well,
Yeah,
he can't see over the grass.
No, this is for sound. So Canis, you would be the one. You hear like really, really fucking heavy breathing, kind of like a. It's kind of like a.
So not like it's someone's out of breath panting type thing, just this weird. Guys, wait. You guys hear that?
As he says that, rounding the corner, you guys see these two absolutely massive fucking dogs. The first one that rounds the corner, you hear. The second one that rounds the corner is this weird amalgamation of what was maybe one dog and has grown a second head. So that's the second one.
What the fuck?
And the first one looks like an absolutely gigantic mastiff with boils all over its fucking body. And they are drooling and snarling and coming right at you. And with that being said, I need everybody to target their character and roll for initiative.
Ew.
All right, so we've got, just to make sure this didn't fuck up, we've got a 17, 4, 8, 13, 16. Why do I have Lear? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird. You guys are all showing up as doubles. A few of you are showing up as doubles. I've got
Doubles in the turn order?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm not seeing doubles on my side of things.
Same. Yeah, just see one.
Yeah, it looks fine on yours.
All right, give me 1 sec. Let me see if that fixes it. That may have actually fixed it. All right, so let's see. Lyra, I've got a 17, 16 Pain, Canis 13, Amelia 8, Dench 4. Yeah, I think that was accurate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so these things get the jump on you. Unfortunately, you guys did not hear them coming. But you know what's funny? I actually, even though I know you guys can't see my off-grid shit, I move them very slowly and give you an opportunity to react, but it just wasn't fast enough. So the larger of the two rounds the corner. That's the one with the two heads. And it just snarling and almost screaming from both heads, actually physically snapping at each other. It dodges, or it darts towards Dench and jumps at him. All right, that's a miss. The first head jumps and tries to snap at you, but you kind of step up. They're almost more concerned with each other. But as that happens, the second one reaches in with its bite, and it grabs onto your leg and just starts shaking the shit out of your leg. You take 3 points of piercing damage, Dench, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
All right, 10 is a failure. You are poisoned until further notice. As this thing bites you, you feel something spill into your bloodstream, and you're like, oh, shit. And you just begin to feel immediately sick to your stomach. Maybe it was the meat, maybe it was the bite, you're not sure. But that is its turn. Next, Lyra.
Okay, well, I don't like that. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to use a spell. Well, not a spell, a cantrip, excuse me.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Firebolt at it.
Okay. At what?
Actually, I'm probably going to go for the one farther away. So I'm going to move first.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to do it at this guy. I don't feel like moving to that thing's range.
All right.
Sorry, the other one's coming.
Okay.
Okay. I did disadvantage, I'm assuming, since it's in.
Yeah, you're
so
firing
6
at something in melee. You do hit. Bam! That wasn't, wow, that was way more fireball than fucking firebolt, but... Okay, so the 16 hits for 4 damage, got it?
Fire damage. And I'm gonna use my environmental to take out my rapiers.
Okay, so you turn, you mutter an incantation and sling a firebolt through the opening between Dench and Pain. It hits this thing and like the side of the cheek, burns some of its fur off, and then she, in a very weird twist of fate, as you guys have never discussed your skills with each other, she just pulls 2 fucking swords out.
And turn ready to fight if I have to. And that will be done without.
Pain.
Okay, I am going to move and then attack this one on Dench.
Get it off.
With kind of a get up, move faster. And okay, attack roll with the Warhammer. Oh, probably I should have said this sooner. Usually I would be wielding this in 2 hands. Is that something I have to declare? Like, when do I declare that? Like, I don't typically use my shield, or I don't have a shield, actually. So
Yeah, if it's a versatile weapon, you just have to declare it before you make the attack roll.
Okay, so 2-handed then. Oh, that's great.
Okay, a 9. So yeah, you rear back with both hands, and as you swing down, this thing still kind of, it's not technically grappling Dench, but it's biting at his leg and knee. It just kind of jumps to the north and dodges your blow. Anything else?
Sorry. That's it.
Okay. Canis.
Okay, Canis will kind of run in between everyone here.
What the fuck? He's calling himself Canis now?
In front of this dog.
No, he just said
Distracted
Canis.
on Dench and not Canis.
It's driving me crazy.
And I will try and bite him.
Okay, this will constitute for your sneak attack, so everything that goes into that. Yeah, 14 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage with your sneak attack bonus. Alright, so 10. Holy shit.
10 damage.
So yeah, you, and by the way, guys, sorry, I did not mention this, obviously, at the beginning. You guys know how I am, though. If you want to explain what you're doing, if you hit or make the attack roll, do it then. Canis, I'll give you the opportunity to give a descriptor if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. So Canis kind of sees the dogs coming. The like hair at his, like on the back of his fur will kind of stand up, and he'll rush past Lyra and Amelia, and then he'll, as the dog is distracted by Dench, he'll kind of like lunge, aiming at its neck instinctually, and just kind of like latch on there. But I think more like hitting flesh than anything else.
Yeah, and as your teeth sink in, you feel it hit bone, and that's when this thing really screams. All right, anything else?
No, I do not have the ability to back out yet, so...
All right, Amelia.
Yeah, I feel ya.
I was not expecting both of those squares to be filled. Amelia...
You can move. I know there are acres to this. I did not anticipate this fight happening as close to where it is, but you guys were not quiet about approaching, so things happened and I fucked up on my map. So you can move further down on the map if you really need to move around.
Is Dench's leg still actively in one of the dog's mouths?
No. He is
Okay.
not. He is not grappled.
Okay, then Amelia, and is the poison obvious?
No.
Like the fact that he was hit with
Nope.
something? Okay.
Nope.
Then she's going to...
It can be if you try to do medicine, but he didn't turn around and puke blood or anything like that.
Okay.
Probably way too early to tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, super fair. And then Canis is also medium creature, or is he small?
He is a small creature.
Okay, does that mean I can occupy the space with him, or just pass
You
through?
cannot.
Okay. Then, sorry, lots of questions right off the bat. 5, 10, 20. I should be able to go here well enough. If I skate underneath Dench and diagonally, that'll be 30.
Yeah, you're fine.
Amelia is going to go and she swings her shield down, reaches for her longsword, and turns her back to the one. And I'm going to hold my action to attack the other one when it gets close enough.
Understood.
She's
Did my
making
voice
herself
modulator come
as
through,
much
by
of
the
a
way?
body block as she can.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. And right on fucking cue, the one that says the diseased dog before you, the one that looks like a giant mastiff, immediately Amelia fucking bounds towards you. So go ahead and make your attack roll as this thing charges you.
Okay. One-handed because I've got my shield.
Yep.
Not good.
An 11 does not hit. So you as you swing down, you actually do catch it just above the ear and like where the skull is. But as it hits, you can tell the boils start to burst and it just makes it slick and your blade slides off the top of its head. With that being said, that triggered your reaction, and now it's going to attempt to bite you. Oh my god. That was my first nat 20.
No.
Oh no.
No, that's not. No.
Yep.
Okay.
So it does hit you. So I need a strength saving throw. Okay, so you do succeed at the save. So you feel like this thing's about to knock you the fuck down. It jumps up on you and bites into your armor. You take 6 points of piercing damage. It bites the shit out of you. But as you resist it falling down, if you've ever had a big dog jump on you, it kind of like it instinctually just jumps back down. Because it doesn't have the strength to also hold itself up, and you weren't doing it, so... that is its turn. Dench.
Alright, so, yeah. So I'm not prone, right?
You are
just
not.
bit me in
Nope.
the leg and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, the holding on was just for flavor, which is why you also weren't
Got it.
grappled.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Dench howls in surprise. Was not expecting that. And he will...
Sounds like he's from fucking Great Wolf.
action take out
Howls?
one of the axes from his belt in a ring. And he'll just try to swat straight down right on the top of his head. I'm at disadvantage here.
Yeah, poison.
That didn't roll with a disadvantage. Do one more. Okay, so you're taking the first one anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the 11 does not hit. As you come down, like it has let go of your leg, and as this shit starts to kind of bubble through your system, you swing at it, and you start to see start to get just very mild double vision. You're like, uh-oh, something's not right.
Right. Oh man, level 1. There's not a whole lot of options you can do.
It's amazing though, because it makes such good use of tactical stuff that like
Right.
you don't have shit.
I ain't got shit. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for me.
All right, top of the round. So the dog with 2 heads, as you miss it and Pain swings at it and Canis bites the shit out of it, one head turns towards Canis and tries to bite him. Yeah, that's a 19. So that is for 3 points of piercing damage, Canis, as it turns and bites you up and under like the under neck scruff. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The other head turns and tries to bite Pain. Pain, it bites at you, and as it bites at you, actually, you said you're not wielding your shield. Is that correct? What is your AC?
I have a 13 AC, and
Beautiful.
I do not have a shield.
Oh, you just don't have a shield. Okay, I apologize.
Correct.
So that's good because you know, I didn't mention this. I know you're our new player. If you click on your token, the green circle is HP and the blue circle will always be your AC. So I had that from the original character sheet. I, for whatever reason, assumed you had a shield, and that was making it 13, but it would make sense because you're wearing good armor. So anyways, I digress. It does not hit you. As it bites up at you, you throw your warhammer out as you're wielding it with 2 hands, and it bites onto the haft just in between your in between your hands. I need that Constitution saving throw, Canis. Does he not hear me? Oh,
He's working on it.
is he talking? Are you messaging him?
No, not me. I don't know if Kat was.
Okay. Yeah, so it bites you. You take the 3 points of damage, and you feel no other ill effect. Lyra.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put at least one of my rapiers away. Can't use them both anyway. It was just for fun, I guess. I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna attempt another firebolt on this nasty fucker with 2 heads.
Okay. Do so with disadvantage. Would you like to describe your incantation
Yeah.
since you kind of had me do it the first time? Not a
Yeah,
bad
that's
thing. Just, you know, I'll do it all fucking day long, but I also am going to change your effect from rocket to beam or blast.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so I actually had
Missile.
no.
This was the 2-headed?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
She her magic has like a sort of silvery blue light to it. It's very clean, sharp, and very clearly arcane, with a slight accent color of rose gold. And then so as it turns into fire as it approaches the target, but that's kind of how it leaves her hand, and it's sort of like a fluid like ink in water. It's got weird geometric precision to it. So she like reaches her hand out. She puts a rapier away with pretty efficient skill, surprisingly enough, and then puts her hand out, and another firebolt will go. Flying toward this thing and changes quickly from silvery blue to fire as it approaches the target.
Oh, it was almost.
That was so close to nat 20, but it was not. So a 6 does not hit.
I don't. No, she doesn't have shit for bonus actions right now.
Oh, sorry, you could say that. I was just obviously.
Yeah, I don't have anything for bonus actions right now. So
Okay.
that is that.
All right, yeah, no, unfortunately, 6 does miss.
And
And
just
thankfully,
as a note,
luckily for you, the 6 does also not hit Dench or
that
Canis,
is,
so.
yeah. Yeah, and I did put away one of my rapiers, so she just has one out right now.
Yep. All right. Pain.
Another attack on the same dog with the warhammer.
Yeah, so you rear back as this thing, you kind of like shove it off. You shove the head off of the haft of your warhammer, and you swing around again. And you just, look, your experience where you're from is just not as real world as maybe you thought it was. Even though they convinced you and prepped you and told you this is what the world's all about. You know, fighting a dude in a burlap sack on all fours is not really fighting a dog. So you miss, unfortunately. Anything else?
I think that'll do it, thanks.
All right. It's so salty. That's it, dickhead. Kane is. Oh, and remember, just Payne, remember that you know within every turn in combat, you do have your attack or your action, your bonus action, reaction, and environmental action. All are free to use at your disposal, and movement. Okay, Kane is.
Yeah, okay. So, in true Canis fashion, he's seen Pain miss twice now, and gotten bit, and Canis is an asshole, as we've established.
He's kind of a dickhead.
I think he'll just kind of say, that looks so shocked. I saw that reaction, it was pretty good. He'll say, can you focus on hitting for once, please? Less on acorns? And then I'll go in and bite.
Wow. You guys are role-playing like it's been 20
This is
sessions,
fun.
not fucking 2.
That's Canis, though. He told me that's how he's gonna be. He's an old, crotchety man.
He's like the dickhead version of Lucy.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, a 12 does hit.
alright.
All right.
Just
no
barely hits, yep. Alright, plus sneak attack. Alright.
8 damage.
Yeah, so you jump up and latch onto this thing again. It is now bloodied. As you latch onto the spot, kind of like below where it was, you shake once and you tear a huge chunk of fur off the side of its neck, and your teeth dig down into the meat, and you hear it yelp, and it begins to it's like the right hand side of its right face goes slack, and it begins to drool profusely like it can't control itself. You fucked something up in this thing bad.
Awesome. And that'll be the end of my turn.
He's the only one who's done damage except for your little firebolt. Amelia.
Yeah. So one bite from this asshole took her from perfectly fine to bloodied. So she had like slid her foot back to avoid being knocked down. Just kind of grunts out a like through gritted teeth a like skies protect us, and is going to shift her grip, hopefully take aim, and try and put this pup down.
She's gonna roll a 6.
Dude, you hear that fucking sound.
She can't. She doesn't get spells till 4th level. Holy
There we
shit.
go. I also
Yeah.
may or may not have switched my dice.
Yeah, no, a 23 will definitely hit the lowly, sickly mastiff. You fucking monster.
Yeah, I gave away all my gold. I can't pay for a vet.
No, don't even pull that shit. Come on. Marcus was vow of poverty too. Have some respect. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and give me damage. That was one-handed. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
your one-handed damage was better than your... What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm always one-handed because I've got my shield out. It just rolls both, apparently.
No, it's fine. I mean, I don't care. Okay, so yeah, so you get bit, and you guys see there is, as this mastiff jumps off of Amelia, there is a spray of blood that comes with it as it's still barking at her. She redefines her grip, and she thrusts forward suddenly, and you guys just hear this really gnarly... And you pierce straight through the center of this thing's mouth and out the back of its skull, twist your blade, and as you withdraw it, it drops to the ground and does not move.
First kill of the season.
I feel so bad for that. Okay. Then yeah, she's going
I'm
to
taking a page from your book with the X's.
turn and
It's helpful.
Very helpful.
yeah, just shift to. She's going to turn. She's going to stand directly behind this thing, and just kind of just continue. Hey, behind you! Hoping this thing will turn and not attack the other puppy.
Alright, well that dog is dead. Dench!
Okay, so environmental Dench takes out his second axe, and he will attempt to behead this thing with one per axe. All right.
They've updated since I was running my campaign, the fucking encounter builder. Things are moving way
First
smoother than it
one,
used
yeah.
to.
I'm at disadvantage,
nice.
so that's
Way
that.
smoother.
The only time I've had an issue is when it doesn't.
And then bonus action,
Right.
I'm going to offhand with the second axe.
Okay. As a bonus action.
Correct. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration because I gotta hit something today. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Good God.
That should do it.
17 and 18, solid.
Yeah, so that hits for sure. So go ahead and give me some damage.
Okay, and this is just the D6 minus the proficiency and all that. So
No, you don't lose your proficiency. You keep everything
is-
with damage.
because this is the offhand, right? Oh,
Oh,
Is it
are
bad?
you not? Okay, hold on. Do you have? Let me just double check.
this is
Oh,
is
it's not
this
finesse.
is 2-weapon fighting.
Got it. Yeah, I forgot. There's weird rules for that. Yes.
Right.
So it would just be the D6, which was
Just
a 5. That's still pretty damn good for a D6.
It was good.
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, so Dench swings at this thing with his primary hand and kind of whiffs it, and he kind of like, you see him like faint and comes up under this thing's head, and I don't think it was expecting that as much as Dench wasn't, but he catches it in the jaw, and you guys see he just literally chops, like, it sounds like wood, just, and it chops a chunk of this thing's lower jaw completely off. It's pretty gnarly. It's not looking good.
Yeah. So that'd be it for Denche. He just has his 2 axes out now.
All right. So it is its turn. It is kind of backed into a corner. It actually turns facing Pain, but only because it is surrounded on all sides, and the only rear that it has is the wall. It kind of looks around. It's going to lunge with one head towards Canis. Think that's a miss. That is a miss. So it bites over at Canis, trying to like get at him. Canis, you easily jump up and out of the way, and then it's going to bite at Dench again. It turned the second head turns its attention from Pain to Dench since he got hit by Dench. That's a 16. A 16 does hit. So that's going to be 5 points of piercing damage. And you don't need to make a Constitution saving throw. But you see this thing latch on to Dench's like leg and knee portion again. And as it begins to bite, you guys all would hear like an audible crunch. And I don't know what Dench's pain tolerance is, but I see your hit points. And it's pretty fucking rough.
Yeah. Dench like lets out a scream, like not even trying to hold it back at that point.
Yeah, and as this thing peels off of him, you guys would see like ligaments from his knee and surrounding area kind of stuck in its teeth. And that's its turn. Lyra.
Yeah, somebody should maybe heal someone. I'm gonna do the thing I do. She's going to, I guess I'm just gonna continue with the firebolt because I don't want to waste resources. 'Cause I don't know what the hell we're walking into. So.
Okay. $13 does hit. Yeah, so you
That was a disadvantage.
the 8 does not hit. Yeah, unfortunately. You shoot kind of like wide and it like boom hits the door. You are a little bit leery about continuing to pepper this house with firebolts as there are scorch marks on the outside. And being an elven capital city, it is made of wood, as they love the wood.
Yes, they do.
Elves love wood.
Elves love wood. Yeah, without I have no other bonus. I don't have any other actions, so I guess no, I'm not walking in there. Sorry guys, I have way less hit points than you. That's it.
Pain. Finish
Okay,
it.
player question.
Yes.
Death, your death rolls
Yes.
start at -10 hit points, right?
Get out of here, third edition. No. Oh wait, are we
Well,
seriously
that's
asking me?
why I'm
Oh, I'm
asking.
sorry. I thought
Because-
I was being a dick. I'm sorry. No, because I come from that edition. That's my edition. No. Your death saving throws start when you hit -1. As soon as you are 0 is unconscious.
Okay.
Anything past that is death saving throws.
Dang it.
Yeah, sorry. I was look. That's my era too. So I know the -10 in death thing.
That was what I learned on as well.
Now the good thing is
Okay.
when you are making death saving throws, if anything heals you, you are automatically brought back up, right? And if you are hit, you automatically fail a single death saving throw. If you are crit on while dying, you fail too. So it's a little easier to survive while you're dying in this edition.
But nat 20s and nat 1s are super.
Yeah, if you roll a nat 20 on your death saving throw, you automatically go to 1 hit point, which is great. Well, we've seen it happen many a times.
Okay, so Payne has a cautious eye on Dench, but he's also like, Candace, that was a good one, but also like this very serious frustration that he missed twice already. He does swing his warhammer at the wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and, yep, make an attack. Oh, man, just not your dice. You know what it is? Guys, you need to teach him. We got to change our dice, because I think it's the dice.
I just changed mine to my Lego dice.
I also
I have
just
to
said mine.
change it.
I told our son, he said I
So-
love that.
So super frustrated, Payne mumbles under his breath, uses a bonus action healing word on Dench.
Okay. Do you want to just give us a descriptor of your magic? If not, I will happily take the reins.
How about you cover that for me, because
Sure.
I have not prepared that.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not a problem. So, you swing and miss, and you look to your left, and I would assume in Dwarvish there is kind of this like half curse, half Mordian. Can you make this guy work so that, you know, I don't have to dig a grave today? And there is a burst of divine energy around Dench's body. And as that concludes, there is just smoke coming off of the wound around his knee, and Dench, you are healed for 8 hit points. Actually, is it more than 8, Payne? Does your, because you're a life domain cleric, did it already add that? I just want to make sure it added it. So it was a d4 plus 5. Oh yeah, it added it. It had to have added it, because there's no way you have a plus 5 wisdom.
So yeah, 8 is the number.
I think it sounds right. Yeah,
Yeah.
It should be adding +5, so that should be good.
Yep.
Nice.
Which is a lot for a healing word. And for those of you who may have understood him, it was only Amelia.
So it looks like with that, Dench's knee kind of snaps back into place.
Yeah, he's looking
He's
good.
looking great now.
All right, Canis. Oh, sorry, Payne. You didn't have any other action economy you wanted to use?
No, I think other than maybe saying, you're not done yet, buddy.
Okay. Perfect. And for anybody using spells, resources, make sure that you're marking off your slots. Canis.
I will. As I jumped up from when it attacked me, kind of like jump back and then he'll lunge forward again at the creature because now it has its side, kind of. No, I don't.
Ooh, nat 1. So yeah, as this as this thing is dodging out of the way of Payne's attack, you lurch up and kind of it unintentionally feints your bite, and yeah, it's just a hot. Both of you were both a hot mess.
Fair enough. I think think Kindness is kind of like, well, pain healed, so I mean, he's not going to complain about that. So he's just going to just like growl around the dog.
All right. Amelia.
Amelia looks over at Pain and just thank you, even though you didn't heal her. But just says thank you, and then turns her attention back on this abomination and
Yeah, that's pretty
chop,
close.
chop.
Monstrosity, but yeah.
Chop chop. Nope.
Yeah, so you swing down at this thing, and again, it hits the back end of it, but it's so slick with blood at this point from everybody beating its skulls in, that your long sword hits the flat and just kind of slides, and you're like, that's the second fucking time that something's gross innards or muci, I don't know, I don't like it either way, but has prevented me from doing damage.
No, please.
No, please.
You know, I'm pretty sure half of that blood
Mucosal.
causing her to miss is
Muci.
her own. So fair.
It's a new word. The Romans
Very
loved
fair.
it. So did the Greeks.
Actually, it's Dension.
Yeah, it's everyone's. It's yours too. And she's going to, just wait.
All right, Dench.
Okay. Dench is probably also puking up blood a little bit still because he's still poisoned. But he will attempt to put this thing into the ground. Just die already, you son of a bitch.
Holy shit, 21 definitely hits. Wow, that was with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Wow.
17
And a 19. Hell yeah. All right,
with a whole lot of damage, but
so 4, got it. It is not looking good. Yeah, you come down and you chop this thing like in the top of the head. One of its ears falls off from the chop.
all right, and then the 1-2 punch, he comes down with his right and then comes
He doesn't give a
up
fuck.
with his left. It's still at disadvantage. Nope.
Ooh.
And gets that whiff.
Yeah, so the second chop is tough because as you're trying to pull the first chop out of its skull, which is like stuck in its cheek, the second chop just kind of misses. It's a, not very proficient, but you did good. This thing is seriously, it is not, you almost see panic in its eyes. It's freaking out.
What kind of monster hell dog is this thing?
All right. Back to the top with it. It is going to bite at Canis again with it one head. Oh no, no.
Oh no for them or oh no for Canis? It's for you.
It's for Canis.
It's
You're
not
due.
hurt.
Yeah, Canis, that is, so it critted. As you fainted out of the way of it, it bobbed underneath and reaches up and you guys see it grab Canis by the throat underneath, and as it squeezes, there's an audible snap, and it yeets Canis. You take 11 points of damage. You see him hit the wall up here and go unconscious. The second head is going to try to bite Dench.
Have max HP.
Lucky it wasn't double. So that's 18. 18 does hit. That's only for 3 piercing damage, though. It just kind of, as the other head is pulling its body to the right, it just barely grazes your midsection and deals that little bit of damage. And that is it for its turn. Lyra.
That changed what I was gonna do a bit. So seeing Canis get wrecked, I hate to say it, but I think she's gonna run up.
Okay.
And with the single rapier she is brandishing, she's going to stab at this.
Okay, go ahead and make a rapier attack. Holy shit.
Nat 20.
This bitch is rolling better than all you melee people. And by the way, she's a wizard. Harry.
This is
Fucking vengeance.
retribution. So fitting.
Okay, so would you like to tell the class about your rapier finesse? This thing, just to be clear, does not die, but it is horrifically close. What I would say is, like, however your flourish goes with your descriptor, you get it under the jaw and up, like, through the left eye of the head that just finished throwing Canis into the wall.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
go.
didn't. Sorry, I didn't roll my crit damage.
Oh,
Hold on a second. I'll just roll it again.
no, don't roll
Oh,
it
no, I
again. Just
can't.
roll a
I'll just
d8.
roll a
Just roll a
D8.
d, because that's, you don't get to add your bonus ever in
Right.
crits.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and describe it.
Okay. So she, you'll hear her yell out, almost like yelp out, Canis! And then she, it's really quick, her feet movement. So she makes that 10-foot movement pretty quickly, and at the same time as she's coming up, there's like a little flourish of the rapier, and then she just stabs up and under, and she is definitely cussing in Gnomish as she's doing that.
Yeah, so for those of you who know Gnomish, you would hear that, and again, as she does so, the jaw has just barely let go of Canis before her rapier comes up underneath it. I'm changing this now because of the crit damage. It comes up underneath the jaw. You guys would see its mouth open wide and then shish kebab close. It goes through the center of the head, out the top, and as she twists, she pulls down and just chunks of brain matter and like jellied tongue come out, and the other head kind of like its eyes roll into the back of its head, and the whole creature collapses onto the ground.
She'll afterwards stand up.
Tongue?
Well, I mean, what, I don't know what to call it after you minced tongue, not
Minced.
jellied.
You'll see her clean, very just quickly, like clean her rapier off, and then she'll turn immediately to you, Pain, and she's just got a look of like fear and desperation in her eyes.
We will stay in turn order because of somebody being in the death count. Pain, it is your turn.
So from a player standpoint, I'm looking between Close Wounds and Spare the Dying, and I'll make my pick if you're like, nope, that's something you have to figure out. But
No.
I'm thinking
I'll-
Spare the Dying is the more correct thing.
Yes, because close wounds, they have to have 1 hit point. And he has 0 currently and is
right,
dying.
okay.
So yes, as a priest, you would 100% know that, and I will give that to you.
Okay, thank you. That is what I will do. I'll step up to Canis, and as I walk past Lyra in Gnomish, I will just very under my breath, I got this.
And he does got this indeed. As he steps over the corpse of the 2-headed dog, he kind of leans down and, actually, Payne, I didn't ask you about this either. As far as your holy symbol is concerned, what is it on you that is the holy symbol? Is it emblazoned on you somewhere, or is it like a necklace, or is it
A necklace amulet, fairly decent in size, but not too bulky or clangy.
okay? Yeah. So you guys would see this this kind of like warhammer and anvil. Not really a warhammer. It's more of like just a hammer and anvil amulet. It flashes. I mean, just for a second. Like you wouldn't realize it. It almost looks like a lightning bug flash, right? It's just like on and off. And there's a very soft dwarven word. And as he reaches out and touches Canis, Canis is impacted by Spare the Dying, which means that I believe he stabilizes.
There'll be a
Yeah, it becomes
like-
stable.
Okay, so he's now unconscious. His breathing stabilizes. So Lyra,
Yeah, there'd be a kind of like a sigh of relief, and she's immediately knelt down next to Canis and is just kind of like petting him and just talking, like quietly talking to him.
We are out of initiative now.
Yes, we are.
correct?
Yep. Go ahead and do your thing.
Can I take a moment to engage how? I'm gonna try and gauge how bad Dench looks from the poison perspective. I'm ass-
So you don't know he's poisoned because he hasn't said anything about it yet.
he
Again,
did say that he was he made a comment about Anna puking blood again, kind of thing, and so I don't know if I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm essentially trying to
Dench
triage.
Dench probably would just like after combat's over, he just would flop down and probably like just like lean over and like puke in the dirt.
okay, understood.
A little bit like, oh, I don't know if it was the meat, I don't know if it was the dog, but I feel like shit right now.
Yeah, Amelia, go ahead and make a. On that note, go ahead and make a medicine check for me, please. Do you have a healer's kit?
Not what I'm gonna use, more than likely for that. Let me check if I have one, but nope, that was not one of the things that was in my starting gear.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh.
I'm not slinging insults here. I'm just saying, you know.
Oh no, I have a plan in this case, unfortunately.
It wasn't a matter of that. It was a matter of, do you have anything to help you identify it? Because I was going to give you advantage, but you don't. So just make your roll.
Nope, I rolled. Is the dice gonna send over?
21. Okay, so as you look him over, you kind of like pull back where that secondary or where the initial wound was, because he's healthy as hell. But you pull back where the armor had been pierced around the knee joint, and you're like, whoa! It is. I mean, it's literally like a series of teeth marks that are all blisters and are all actively weeping green. And then you check his pupils, and his pupils are completely pinpricked, and he is beginning to sweat. You are 100% sure he is poisoned.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
It does not.
Just breathe. This might be a little uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
This is
And
gonna be
she's-
more uncomfortable getting bit by a diseased ass dog.
She doesn't answer.
Right
And instead, she
Is it gonna be more uncomfortable to get a bit by a diseased ass dog?
freaking out. He's freaking out.
She's going to be her mother's daughter, and just it will feel a lot better. And she's going to touch one hand
Lay on
to
hands.
her holy symbol, to the pendant. She's going to put the other hand just barely above the poisoned wound, or unwound, I guess. And she is going to say, she's going to close her eyes for a moment and pray, Celestian, let the poison lose its way. And she's going to burn 5 lay on hand to cure poison.
Yeah, and there is this burst of energy that kind of radiates from your hand as you lay your hands upon his knee, and the golden and silver sparkles kind of crackle up, almost like throwing a piece of pork into a fire. And as it happens, the boils pop, but as they pop, underneath there is absolutely pure skin. After probably 10 seconds or so, then she would feel the fever, which was beginning to build, suddenly regress out of your body. Amelia, you look up at his eyes, you see his pupils redilate to normal, and he takes, for the first time in about, 30 seconds of combat here, a deep breath that is not labored, and you sense that the poison is gone.
Then Amelia is immediately, where she was kind of like crouched forward, is going to like just sit back heavily, let out a breath, and just say, she thinks she says it in her head. She absolutely says it out loud. She just says, "Oh, thank you," because she's never actually done that before.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank,
So sits back.
oh, that feels so much better, Amelia. Thank you. Ah,
Oh, that was a good.
I don't know what these dogs had in them, but it definitely unwell dogs. Are you okay? You look a little worse for wear, also.
One of them got me before I could get my shield up. How's Canis?
Are you well? Are you poisoned like I was? Sick like I was? Look
No,
sick.
no, Celestian kept that at bay.
Player question.
Canis,
Is stable 0 or is stable 1 hit point?
Stable is 0. Yep, unconscious.
Okay.
So between 10 and 15 minutes, depending on Constitution score and DM RP necessity, they'll be awake.
Okay, so yeah, so just player closed wounds won't do me any good with Canis. So
Right.
I would have to burn another spell slot to bring him back.
Or wait.
Or just wait. Yeah.
Just wait some time. I guess I
Sarah,
would.
You would
yeah,
know
I
after
would
Spare
kinda
the Dying,
discuss
you would
that
need a
with-
little bit. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
RP it, though.
I would kind of discuss that with Lyra. I mean, we can wait, or I can bring him back real quick, but then I'm going to be tapped for the day.
Well, he's okay, right?
Yeah, he's stable. He'll be okay. He just needs some time, and then I can help him more.
Okay, it's fine. We can just wait as long as he's okay.
Okay.
well, I don't think this is the safest place to wait.
Well,
I mean, those
what if
demon
we-
dogs came out of nowhere.
what if we walk
And-
in there and we need to heal faster than?
So I turn around and I close wounds on Amelia with a hand on her shoulder and say, "You did good."
Well,
And
thank
we
you.
will
Thank you.
absolutely use the hit die for that because, ow. But she will just. Thank you. Pain.
And
Yeah, and-
it's a hit die and the Constitution modifier. I don't know
Yes.
if that adds the my bonus healing also.
Let
just
me.
theirs.
That is a very good question because we've never had somebody play a life cleric after I
true.
created close wounds. So let me just take a quick peeky poo and I'll give you that answer. If she rolls well enough, it doesn't matter. But that is good information for later.
Right. And in the meantime, Lyra would turn and look at Pain and just she's got like almost like anime level huge eyes. She's like, thank you. This this was our first time in combat.
Oh, it was
Oh.
exciting, wasn't it? That was pretty
Me and
awesome.
him, at least he's been in combat before, but
Okay. I'm gonna quickly intervene. So Disciple of Life, whenever you use a spell, cantrips are not spells, of first level or higher that restores HP, then you gain the bonus. So yeah, it's not a spell. It's a cantrip, so it does not.
Oh, yeah.
Dench is gonna approach the other. I think this is the mastiff that he's in front of.
Yes.
Right now, I'm just gonna crouch down and take a look at this guy and try to determine what the hell is going on there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Okay, all right.
Okay. It was a mastiff at some point. Judging by the collar around its neck that has small iron spikes on it, you would guess that it was probably a guard dog. However, this thing is absolutely, in some way, shape, or form, diseased or malformed or something, as it is covered head to toe in boils, and it was very hyper aggressive, to the death aggressive. Besides that, without more information, you're not entirely sure.
Okay. I wonder.
There is
if
still
the
a whole house to
disease
search around.
does this to longer infected individuals, and animals, and creatures. I had no idea it would go to dogs.
Well, it's good to know now. I'm a little worried about the horses because I think they were what kept the grasses shorter here.
Oh God, demon horses.
Entirely possible.
Demon pus-covered horses.
I feel like they
Pus-covered
not feel
horses.
good.
You heard about oils like this?
Don't remember anybody saying anything about any other physical manifestations other than eyes and craziness.
Then we should probably see if we can bring, not until after we've spoken with the family, but with their permission, we should see if we can bring these souls back to one of the temples as well.
I think we should probably start entertaining the idea that the family is either completely deranged or dead themselves.
I suspect they're dead.
I'm
And
gonna.
if they're not,
Just saying.
then we shouldn't discount them.
I think if they're not, they're probably just too far gone, and we're going to have to try to do.
No one's
But
too far gone.
okay.
You don't know that.
You can't go into it thinking like that.
You can't go into it thinking that you can't listen. We need to stay neutral here. I mean that very seriously. We
I'm not
cannot go
saying
into
we-
this.
I'm not saying we off them. I'm just saying that the folk in this house may be already crazed. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I just mean we need to expect anything, and we cannot expect that we are going to be able to save people or that we have to kill them. We need to try to stay in the middle.
Keep them alive as best we can.
As best as possible.
I'm sorry if one of them is about to murder one of y'all, and the only way to subdue them is to kill them.
Oh, fuck.
I'll choose you to keep you safe over them. I'm sorry. I'll do what I can.
I think all of you are right. I mean, we're gonna do everything we can to save everybody that we can save, obviously. But
I love this. There's
I mean,
so many
a
good
zombie's a
people
zombie,
that nobody
but
is
hopefully
good
they're
in
not
the
zombies.
same way.
And hopefully they're,
It's so weird.
you know, they're an acorn on the outside, but a person on the inside. So let's
You
just
love
hope.
that analogy.
And it's the best I got, man.
Better than rats. We could still be talking about rats. All right. So
Acorns are much nicer than rats.
I want to. She's gonna gingerly and carefully lay Canis back down on the ground and just give him another little pat. And then I want to just move to the doorway and I want to investigate. I'm looking to
Okay.
see anything that stands out as not, it's not just the normal doorway entry.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And Payne will be paying a lot of attention to Canis, and as soon as he's able, we'll use closed wounds and get him up to what he can.
Understood.
While Lear's going to investigate, Amelia is going to stand up though and just try and speak quietly to Ben before, potentially start rolling the initiative again.
Okay.
I just don't know how you want to.
No, go ahead.
order
Yeah,
of
no, you guys
things.
go ahead and have your conversation. Yeah, because if she's investigating, I know her focus. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lyra, that as a wizard of your talent, look, you passed the basics. I give it to you.
Top of her class.
True.
As we've been reminded.
Yeah. You would be totally focused in your work, though, right? Like
Yeah,
once you
yeah.
do get focused, it's like, okay.
It's almost a flaw. Yeah, like
It wouldn't
okay,
necessarily
shut up.
matter because your passive perception's fucking 10. So it's not that big of a thing. I just wanted to make sure because they're, 10 feet away. Okay.
The funny thing is that actually with the high investigation and that passive perception, that was exactly my thought. Was like she's like, fuck the outside world. I'm focused on this.
Got it. Okay, Amelia and Dentia, go ahead.
So as Amelia is approaching Dench, he'll be basically cleaning off his axes and reholstering them, and then kind of taking out his bow.
Those two are gonna be fucking by the end of this
knocking
campaign.
An arrow, and just kind
I
of keeping an
know.
eye
I'm
on
gonna-
the grass.
I
You know,
know.
just
I thought
behind.
about that too.
She didn't take a vow of chastity. An old man likes his guns.
And she's going to very deliberately speak quietly. I appreciate your wisdom in not letting a hope
God, this nose.
get in
I
the
know,
way
I was
of
actually
the
starting to
bitterness
feel
of reality.
I hope you don't get sick.
I was worried about that when I was out with Ellie today.
However, speaking only for myself, if you have the choice between
Honestly, if I do
if you
tomorrow,
have the
just
choice you described, and it comes down to taking another life in the act of protecting me, and it's one of this family, let me fall. If there is even the faintest hope of saving them.
Dench would mostly keep his eyes on the grass, but
That's fucking
you know,
awesome.
he'll after a moment he'll sigh and breathe and look down at Amelia. I can't promise anything once we get into that building. I don't know these people. I know you slightly better than these people. I haven't met these people, so I would just say I will protect who I know, who is my comrade, first.
Mm-hmm.
Friend,
I will try to do my best for everyone else.
Is it bad that I want to have a
known me
conversation right
for
after this? That's
some
like, listen,
hours.
if it comes between them and me,
We know more about
save me. I have a lot
this
of
family
shit.
than you taught me. We know this family has children.
If you weren't
of school
investigating,
age.
I would say it would be appropriate,
I
but
know, it would be
Parents.
totally
That's worth protecting more than a lone wanderer from a small village you met some
Do
hours
agree.
ago.
Of course, I agree. But we are a
we have
team.
fostered such a good RP
Yeah,
community
focus.
within our
Team.
campaigns. I
Lucy
mean, being
messaged
able to
me.
just go,
To protect who we can.
We're in the second section.
I'm not gonna go in there guns
amazing.
blazing.
Lucy
I'm just
messaged me
saying.
about that. He was like, Kevin
We need to protect the
specifically
team
said,
so we
"Fuck,
can
I'm
protect the
fine with that."
village.
He's such a
It's
good-
amazing. Constantly. The fact that he immediately told one of my NPCs in 2 sessions to go
Honest-
fuck himself, I
Yeah.
was like,
Sure.
whoa!
Remember, they need to
That's
have
what I
a
said,
village to go back
he's not
to.
used to people saying that to him.
But he's just playing an old war veteran. I mean, it's just amazing.
Right.
It's amazing.
And
Do what we
she's
can.
going
I love it.
to just nod then, and seeing that he's keeping watch on this side, she's going to walk over to the other side to also keep watch and clean her own blade, and also mutter a prayer or two for that horrific encounter.
Okay. You guys know what you see is what you get. So you move over, you can see exactly what opens up as far as the building is concerned. Goddamn, I love these maps, and I love that they finally got their dynamic lighting working. This has been awesome. Lyra, you investigate the door. You don't notice a whole lot about the door. By the way, if it is showing when you approach a window or a door, nothing past it, it is because there is something blocking the view from the inside.
And
I.e.
I was gonna ask about that.
i.e. a curtain. Because you can't look past a curtain from the inside unless you punch the window open from the outside. But if you do that, you let me know.
I promise that I was not leading with window punching.
You don't have to window punch. If you're a mage, you can mage hand punch. Or mage hand just move the curtain aside like a normal person. Anyways. Okay. Lyra, there's nothing weird about the doors. However, you do with a nat 20, and I actually had this written as a survival, but a nat 20 investigation is gonna supersede that and give you the information.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a good investigation check. So, So you notice that the path leading from the door down towards the wrought iron gate that you guys came in, meaning the path to the house, definitely hasn't been used in a day or two. However, you do notice that there are soft-soled boot prints leading from the exterior of the gate to the front door.
So you guys would see, she's kind of like, she's just like not touching the door, but putting her hands over it, really looking over it, and then she goes down to the floor and watches, and you'd see her like vision look all the way out and all the way back. Hmm. Nobody's been here for a day or two, but you can see, well, if you look here, she'll point out some of the prints. There's soft-soled boot prints here. From the gate to here. They're not ours. Someone was here. Well, last couple days. Probably a day or two ago.
Okay, so these folk aren't dead, maybe.
Well,
I don't know if that, I don't think
that
that's a
or
good thing necessarily.
they may have been fine 2 days ago until whoever left these footprints showed up.
Do they
Children
come and
hurt?
go, or is it from the gate just to the house? Or is
They-
it from the house to the gate? Like, which direction?
Yeah, Lyra, they come and go. It's one set of footprints, and you would guess with your nat 20 investigation, I'll give it to you. It seems like they were probably so they're soft soled, which tells you that it's somebody who walks a lot. And it is probably somebody of adult age.
Adult age of like a larger humanoid race.
Like medium, yeah, medium.
Okay. I would say maybe I don't know, an adult of larger than me. But yeah, somebody who walks a lot for sure, but it comes and goes. And it was within the last couple of days, so we really need to be cautious going in here, I think. And be prepared for a grisly sight. She's gonna look down at Canis again and kind of get a feel for where he's at.
I don't like that you said be prepared for a grisly sight and then looked at Camus.
Probably a pretty grisly sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, at about this point, Canis kind of takes like a deep breath and lets out a little whimper, and then his eyes flicker open. Canis, you're at 1 hit point.
And close wounds.
Immediately, as your eyes flicker open, there is pain above you. He reaches down and touches you, and you feel a surge of holy energy kind of radiate through your body. And make sure, because I know we are really low level, if you have used the closed wounds, make sure you note that.
It's a cantrip.
No, not you. Sorry,
Do
that
I-
was for the
Oh.
people, because they have to use
Sorry.
their hit dice to heal, and you only have one at level 1, so they
Yeah.
can only be closed wounds once.
Oh, okay. That's good for me to know too. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Canis's wounds, especially around the neck and throat, seal up for the most part. He's still kind of hurt, but he looks way better than he was.
That smells like blood rotten dwarf. I hate mornings.
Just get up, you. You can still see the worry on her face. Canis, you've not used to seeing worry on her face.
Yeah, he'd like slowly get up. Obviously still wounded.
Pain goes. You got this. Good dog. Tap tap and stands up and walks away.
I'm gonna bite you, I swear.
Okay, to catch you up, Canis, well, you already know about the dogs. We're not sure what to expect inside, but it looks like somebody came and went in the last couple of days, and those are the only footprints I can see. So
Can't be good.
that was my thought too.
Um,
Should we go in?
Suppose I'm
Amelia's
ready if
Cautiously.
Amelia's just going to stop and just look at them with a "Are you kidding me?" kind of look. Like, it is the least paladin look at first, and she just. We haven't been quiet. And I am going to probably be very presumptuous in this. Please tell me the "should we go in" was to be led with "should we knock and announce our presence and ask if anyone's okay in there? And if we don't hear anything, then we consider walking around the building, looking in the windows, seeing if we see anything before we go in?" And you were just shorthanding that?
I was
No, it
pretty
was
much
there.
ready to walk in the front door.
I don't really do shorthand.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Is that a short
not
joke?
just walk into this family's house after we just
Isn't
killed their
that why
dogs.
we're here?
Oh, no, we were here to see if they were all right.
I don't think they
Those-
are.
We don't
those
break and
dogs
enter
weren't-
without checking.
those dogs weren't normal either. They were not. They were not okay dogs.
Okay,
We-
if you want, we can walk around the house and try to look into the
I would
windows.
like us to start by knocking and calling out and asking if anyone's able to respond. We haven't been quiet, and our contract, if we have to go to the contract and not morality, says we have the run of the town as long as we abide by laws. Just letting ourselves into people's homes is not legal.
Sure,
Fair.
yeah. Knocking on doors has worked great for us so far. Who would like to knock?
Canis.
I'm pretty good knocker, except for that one time.
Amelia, would you like to be the one who knocks?
I don't know why this is something that we have to be debating. This is a house with a family with children. Can we please at least move the animals before we knock, on the off chance someone is okay in there and has been told not to go outside while mom's sick?
Sure,
wanna
I'll
move
move
those
the gigantic
things?
dogs.
This
Yeah,
is
we can move that dogs.
this is a family with children.
And demonic plus covered dogs that they
Yeah.
definitely heard us fighting and
Hey,
haven't come out
family.
yet.
Yeah, we weren't
with
quiet
children.
about that. I was screaming
Surface
a lot.
dwellers
okay.
are so soft.
It's okay.
No, it's just that one.
Let's move the dogs.
All right, tell me where you're gonna move the dogs. While you do that,
Probably just to the corner over here.
Yeah, just not within front door line of sight. And
Hide him in
Amelia
a bush
will.
somewhere.
Not even necessarily hiding, just not open the door. "Hello, Timmy. I'm sorry about Lassie."
okay, so you move the
Rude
dogs.
Solicitors murder your dog and then pound on your door.
As you drag the dogs over, I'm just going to put you here so that we can kind of identify that. You, Amelia, and Dench would notice that this window right here seems to be shattered. And Canis, you realize as people are moving the dogs that it is eerily quiet here. So much so that as you kind of look around and listen, there's not even birds.
I hate to spoil your optimist, pretentiously good manners.
She does have
Oh,
really
I
good
fuck-
manners. You're
I
right.
fucking love this dynamic, just saying, as Cat.
But besides the breathing of the dogs, I haven't heard any sounds. No birds, no crickets, no. Well, except your loud footsteps, but
That's because you were mostly dead all day.
But even now,
We have.
also,
we have-
I don't want to hear
we
that
have
from you.
been-
I at least hit something.
Ooh.
We have been kind of loud, so I mean, crickets don't tend to chirp while people are stomping around, and screaming and hollering.
Yeah, but the birds are
But
also not
birds
here.
are different. Yeah.
It is good to note.
Well, there's a window over here that looks like it was broken, so we can knock, though I agree it's not likely to come to any fruition. It's still polite.
Is there any like blood around the window at all, or is it just smashed out?
From where you're currently standing, it looks like it was just smashed out.
Does it look like the window has curtains?
Are you approaching the window?
Yeah, I'll go check.
Okay. Yeah,
Since it was mentioned.
sure. Go ahead and yeah, give me an investigation check, Canis. Um,
7.
there are no curtains. I mean, there are curtains, but they're kind of drawn to the sides, and the window is definitely smashed out from what you can see.
I'm guessing it's too tall for me to see through it.
Yeah, you'd have to you'd have to get up to the window and like jump up in order to look in, but you could, I mean, you could feasibly do it.
Does it look like it's a height of a half orc to be able to see through?
Oh, easily. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say, hey Dench, you mind giving me a lift?
No, I'm gonna take a look.
While,
Okay,
while they're
goodbye.
investigating the window, I'd like to do a medicine check on the dogs and stuff, and I would just kind of want to look them over from a medical standpoint. Is this like, were they given something, or is this demonic, or that sort of idea?
Sure.
Not to interrupt, but
Nope, that's fine. So I'm gonna move you over here. And then yeah, Dench, if you want to approach the window and give me an investigation check.
Stealthily, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me a stealth
Investigation?
check. Yeah, stealth and investigation.
Okay, I'll do the stealth first.
And then Payne, you can give me a medicine check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, you feel pretty damn quiet. Oh wow, not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna do Dench first. Dench, you approach the window, and you feel like you're being pretty quiet. You look up, and at the edges of the window, it's broken. It's definitely broken out, and the whatchamacallit, the curtains are kind of pulled back.
I guess
And-
one thing I'm mostly concerned about in looking for it, is there glass like outside the window, like it was blown out, or if it was blown in? Basically?
Right. So there is some glass on the outside of the window on the ground, and there is also dried blood around the edges of the part that's kind of jagged. And I'm gonna move you just, hang on one second here. Why is it not? It's not doing the thing I expected it to do. I expected you to be able to see in there. Okay. It is not doing that. So, as you glance inside though, you can definitely see that there is blood below the window and kind of smeared along the ground on the inside. Payne, it is tough for you to tell anything about these things. The one dog, the Mastiff, does appear to be extremely diseased in some way, shape, or form, especially because of all the boils and pox marks on it. But the two-headed dog, you have absolutely no idea what the hell is going on with that. All right. We are at 10:03, so we will go ahead and call our investigatory work. done for tonight. And we will pick up here next week for session 3. Hopefully give you guys a week to determine how you want to approach this. Because it's pretty wild.
I think I've made my decision.
Oh, you definitely have made it very, very clear.
We're knocking on that front door.
Right after we break through this window.
I sent Candace a message of, oh, I'm that kind of paladin. Oh no. And she just went, yep.
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pop over to stream and find somebody to raid out to for the evening. And you guys have a fantastic week. And we'll see you back next Sunday for session 3.
Awesome.
This already has been a lot of fun, and just what the hell with this group's dynamic. Like, we are either going to end up working so well together, or it's going to be a clusterfuck from start to finish.
Yep.
Or both.
It's been,
At least in the beginning.
It's been, yeah, a really good introduction back into D&D. So thank you guys for putting up with me. And somebody's got to tell me how to change my dice because I'm still rolling 6s.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Go to elections. You'll see characters. My
All right, we're
characters.
gonna raid out to
stuff
Tech
like that. You'll
Forge.
see my dice there. If you click on it and then just click on another dice and then refresh your page, you can roll the new dice.
All right, for those of you who have hung out with us tonight, I
If
thank
you
you very
have
much
other
for your
dice,
time, and we'll see you
unlocked, but I
guys
think there's
back
only
next week for
multiple
session 3 as these guys do their investigatory work, and
Yeah,
I
like
apparently
your
figure out
base,
why the fuck my
like,
windows aren't
standard
working. I don't know
dice.
what the hell's going
Or
on.
show,
Oh,
like,
you know
3
what?
different colors, and you have, like,
I think I maybe
six
have just realized.
Is it Fog of War again?
There we go. There's the fog of war I was looking for, by the way, Dench. There you go. So you can see inside the front entryway. There is the blood that is clearly smeared all over the ground on the inside. And that is that. Yeah, I had fog of war. I forgot about it. So that's fun. All right, guys. Excellent session. And I will do XP next week, by the way. Nobody would have leveled within these 2 sessions, but I will definitely make sure that you guys get awarded for your first combat encounter versus a death dog and a diseased mastiff. So well done. Well done on that. I was a little bit nervous there for a couple of minutes because I was like, shit, I forgot.
I almost jumped into
rolled real
combat
well.
way sooner.
Yeah.
I decided not to.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and raid out to
You
Tech.
jumping
We'll
in
see you next week. Thanks so
after
much.
Nicanus got yeeted against a house.
And then rolling a nat
just
20.
crit. Oh, that's the dice
That was
wanted
very
to tell
poetic.
a story there.
Very cinematic.
See you all in a week.
Great session, guys.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll see
great
you guys
session.
next
Thank
week.
you.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys
Good night.
Bye, guys.